All right, all right. What is good, everyone? What is good, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to the stream. Today, we got a great show for you guys, man. I'm very excited to be talking about a lot of different exciting. I don't know how exciting it's going to be. I got some news for you guys, though. We got some news. Justin with the three. I want to shake your hand.
How's it going? Can I get Moonsiders first from Tekken 7?
Ooh.
Love the Bandai Namco video, by the way. Lol.
Moonsiders. Tekken. Thank you so much, Justin, with the three. Yeah, I appreciate that. Let's go. Thank you for the $3. You another whole card against streaming on JOJO Friday. Yo, thank you so much for the support. I appreciate that, Justin. Like always, dropping the dollars for the pockets. Thank you for the first Ninja Blood 2 as well. Also, we let the Life is Change. Yeah, but that's the roadmap. I mean, that might be worth a rant by itself. I mean, listen, I'll be honest here, guys. I'm trying. I didn't say anything on Twitter because I didn't want to be mean, but like, I can't believe they do this now. Like, why wasn't this the roadmap from the beginning? Like, why wasn't this the roadmap 9 years ago? Why does Asha Sharma have to come in and I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get Phil Spencer. I don't get what they were doing. Like, why was this not the roadmap from the beginning? Everyone has been asking for remasters of Fallout 3, for remaster of New Vegas, for new Fallout game. Everyone's been asking for this, and they're just like, I don't get it. I don't get Phil Spencer. I don't get what they did beforehand. I really don't. I don't know, man. Anyway, I guess better late than never, right? So it is what it is. Thank you for the 3. I appreciate that, Justin. Shout outs. But yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that roadmap. Let's see. What about that Perfect Dark roadmap? Yeah, well, Perfect Done, more like it. Wake me up when it's July 23rd. Yes, Splatoon Raiders. #1 on the eShop. #1 on Amazon for new release games. #1 on Switch 2 for games. Definitely exciting to see that. Top 20 overall sales. It's looking good, man. People are excited for Splatoon Raiders. I'm looking forward to it. Look forward to seeing how it affects Japan, too. Let's get into the shout-outs, though. Dior. What's up, Dior? Welcome to the stream. What is good, General Zamora? Oh, and Dior, whatever we spoke about, please, just between us. Nothing like it was anything bad or anything, but just between us, Dior, if you don't mind. If you just don't put any details on social media, that'd be great. Let's see here. Party Man. What's up, Party Man? Welcome. What is good, Anthony? Nintendo Switch Boo Boo says, respect to you, OJ. Did not jump instantly on the fake Zelda GameStop. Yeah, I saw it, but I didn't jump on it instantly. I wanted to wait, and then we waited, and then we got more information. Shout outs to Germany. Yo, let's go, man. Shout outs to my man Boo Boo in Germany, 1:50 a.m. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Shout outs. Shout outs. I've been to Germany once before. Beautiful country. Let's see here. What's up, J Views? What up, Big J? You mean? LJ, I'm here. Great to see you. Been addicted to Pocopia again. Oh, man, Pocopia. I almost don't want to play Pocopia more because I know what's going to happen if I play it. I'm going to get, like, crazy addicted like I was before, and I want to have... I need to have time for other games. So, Mr. Essence and Friends. Hey, what up, Psychopath? Psychopath! What's good, fam? How's it up there in your neck of the woods? How was it? Yiggity yak diesel. Cosmic says howdy Cosmic 2050. Raiders will be the first Splatoon voice chat with voice chat game changer. No, the other Splatoon games had voice chat. No, that's incorrect. Splatoon Splatoon on the Switch 1, it had it through like the application, but it still had it. So that's incorrect. Let's see here. You said last time that you'll tap Pocopia after Romancing Saga. I did say that, but then a bunch of other games were announced. That's the problem, is that after Romancing Saga, we got a bunch of other games announced, and then Star Fox came out, and then other stuff came out. So, like, I'll get around to it at some point. I just want to get into that. I want to get into some of the other games. Finished Xeno X today. I enjoyed Chapter 13, Act 3. Now I have to wait for Splatoon Raiders. I have it pre-ordered physically. Nice, Ali. Let's go. What is good? What up, Dane? Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Shout outs. Welcome to the stream. Hope all of you guys are doing good. Yeah, Splatoon 2 and Splatoon 3 both had voice chat. Like I said, it was through the application, but it still had it. Maybe native, first time native, sure. Wired, connect phone, connect switch, put the headset on. You didn't even have to do all that. You could just do it through the app. Let's see here. How are you doing today? I'm doing good, Ninmar. What's up, man? My bad. I live in Trinidad. We don't have the app. Oh, just use a, what's it called? Maui, just use a, you never heard of a VPN? If you have a VPN, you live anywhere. So yeah, go. I mean, I highly recommend it. Whenever I go to Nigeria, they have a block on Twitter, so I have to use a VPN to access it. So yeah, definitely VPN would be a good idea if you don't get certain apps in your country, VPN will take care of that. Let's see here. What's up, Dank? Anyways, what's up? Back from Beach Day with the fam. Yo, Beach Day with the fam sounds good. Shout outs to Life Will Change. Thank you for the 39 months too. If I didn't already say that. Yo, what up, Perfect Image? Welcome. How you doing today, brother? Welcome. Global. But yeah, I mean, here's the thing though, Maui. You're right. Like, the fact now that it's like native, built-in game chat, you don't got to worry about any apps or any. Like, it's way better now. So I agree with you in that sense. You know, it's definitely easier. You don't got to worry about VPNs or other apps or downloads, or it's just boom. It's right there. It's built into the Switch 2 itself. So that's good. That's a good thing. I used Surfshark VPN to get through the Great Firewall when I was working in China. Man, I'm scared, bro. I mean, even though you can, I don't want somebody to somehow catch me and all of a sudden I'm in trouble, bro. No, but no, you're right. Yeah, that's a good way to kind of get through some things. Don't forget the email saying, okay, yeah, for sure. I'll be looking. I've just been real busy. Been real busy. I'll definitely check it out. Oblivion finally back in stock on Amazon. Had to grab one quick. Is it there? I'm gonna grab one too myself. Let me see here. Amazon is it? Because it was gone for a hot minute, man. They did not have any. People sold out real quickly. Let me see if it's there. Let's see here if it's in there. Oblivion. Oh, nope, gone. Dude, it is selling like, I mean, listen, they're probably not shipping many copies. Let's just be real here. Microsoft probably isn't shipping a ton of them, but whatever they're shipping, people are buying. So we'll take it. We'll take that. You know, we will take that. So I will just, in the meantime, though, I'll make sure to pre-order my physical copy of Lies of P. Let me go ahead and order that. So there you go. Let's see here. What's up, Party Man? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Big love. Welcome, Party Man. The man that loves to party. Hey OJ, do you think we'll finally get a Xenoblade 2 Switch 2 Edition overview trailer this week? Maybe. They'll probably release like did we get one for Xenoblade 1? If we got one for Xenoblade 1, then we'll get one for Xenoblade 2. Well, they'll probably just like go over a few different things. I don't remember if we got one for Xenoblade 1. We might have. You ever buy from VGP? Not really. I'm more of a fan of Amazon. So if it's not on Amazon or if it's not like at Best Buy, then I usually don't buy it. But I mean, I have bought from them, but I don't really buy from them. No. Hey, what's up, House Gang? Welcome. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Switch 2 Edition. I've still been watching Luxon's video where he goes through Xenoblade 2 and talks about all sorts of stuff. So, Xenoblade Genesis. So it's a long video. Oblivion Switch 2 still says in stock in my country. I got all the main physical games pre-ordered. It's not stock here over here in the US. So definitely probably selling a bit better here than where you're at. Great vid today when you talked about Lies of P. Good to see they're putting effort on Switch 2. Yeah, we talked about Lies of P for those who missed my video today, or if you can watch it later, all the details are there. But yeah, RPG site got a preview of it, got a Switch 2 preview build, and apparently they got a 60 FPS mode going. They'll have a 60 FPS mode at launch with the patch, and they have a 60 FPS mode right now docked on Switch 2. So not bad. They have balance mode, they have quality, balance, performance. They have different modes, so they're gonna have 60 FPS on Switch 2. But I should have known that because the game is on PS4, so I forgot that the game was on PS4. But even so, right now they said it's pretty good with a few caveats here and there, but the day one patch should really make it a good portable version of the game. So that's not bad. Yeah, if you don't need it soon, I like buying from VGP since there's no sales tax. No sales tax at VGP. I like that. That's good. So maybe I'll look into it. Because California sales tax is high. So if I can skirt around that, that'd be good. Gotcha, I really don't need it soon. Okay, yeah. I don't really need the Lies of P soon either, so maybe I'll cancel that and I'll look into VGP. Let's see. RPG site admitted they played the pre-patch version. They didn't. Yeah,
Walmart
exactly.
has become the place I pre-order games now because Amazon can be a little hit or miss.
Mm.
Walmart has always been on release date for me. Got my Lies of P physical too.
Okay, maybe Walmart. I can do Walmart as well too. So maybe that might be a better option for me. You're right about that. So I'm kind of thinking about maybe just waiting on that one. On that one. Yeah, you're right. Walmart has been pretty good anytime I go to Walmart. So I think you're right. There was no need for me to really do that one. So I think I can just we can just drop that. So yeah, you are right about that. Walmart's been pretty good to me too. So I didn't know they even had it at Walmart. I didn't see that I didn't see that there was the thing there. I forgot that Walmart has it already. So yeah, let me go ahead and cancel that. Maybe I'll do Walmart because Walmart's not bad and one's really close to me. But yes, it is. Shout out to Varkster. You're right, Varkster. It is a pre-patch version of it. There is going to be a day one patch. There will be a day one patch that makes the portable mode better and potential further optimizations for the day one patch because the game is coming out in a couple weeks. So it's going to be soon here. Thank you to Justin. Shout out to Justin, man. Double up. 6 on the board. Anybody else 6 more? You can be Justin on the Hokage and Stream Ninja board with 3. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. All right. But yes, you are right, Rockstar, about that one. I gotta get the Oblivion physical too if I can find it here in the US. Lies of P looks great. Can't wait to play it October. Shout outs to I Am 8-Bit for the physical release. Yep, I Am 8-Bit doing a great job with the physical release. Although it's just a few months afterwards. But hey, people were talking about August being not as much stuff in August. August, they got a lot of AAA games in August. You got Elden Ring. You've got Lies of P. You've got some good stuff. I think Metal Gear Solid comes out in August too, right? Metal Gear Solid. So there's actually quite a bit of stuff to play. Do you think Lies of P Overture will come to Switch 2? Lies of P Overture? It's already been confirmed. Lies of P's already been confirmed. What are you talking about, Ninmar? You don't have a Switch 2 either, so what are you worried about that for? I still don't understand. Why are you worried about that? Wait, hold up. What are you talking about? Let's see here. Yeah, I bought Mouse PI and Torna, 40 each. No sales tax, free shipping. Wow, no sales tax and free shipping? VGP's interesting. Okay, I didn't know there's no sales tax and they have free shipping. Okay, not bad. LJ, what's going on? I swear I'm hyped for Fortune. I swear I'm still hyped for Fortune's Weave, as that's my main priority at the moment. Yeah, Splatoon Raiders, Xenoblade, Fortune's Weave. Those are like my 3 games for like the next like month and 2 months between like the end of July here, August, September. It's going to be those 3 games. Like, there's so many games coming out, though. I can't play them all. So I'm trying to, like, prioritize which games, I'm trying to prioritize which ones are coming or which ones I want to play, spend the most time on. I know I've been saying I'm close to the end of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Or Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, Switch 2 Edition for the minute. But why does Alcar have 1,000,000 spike damage? You just got to be careful. You got to be worried about that. You got to be careful about that spike damage, man. See that Roner making a dock that works on Switch. Okay, I think you meant rumor. No, it wasn't a rumor. It was a patent. And yeah, there's a patent to where a dock can work with Switch 1 and Switch 2. Don't know if it's ever going to come out, but yes, I did see the patent. But that doesn't mean it's going to actually happen. But it's not a rumor. It's an actual patent that Nintendo filed. If you can't find it, it's going to be hard for one to find. I'm not sure. It might be. It might not be. But I think I'll get a hold of that Oblivion remastered Switch cartridge. And if all else fails, I'll message Bethesda directly, see if they can hook me up with something. That's so Nimmar. That's so Nimmar. Yep. That's how I got Occupied Bundle in the States from VGP instead of Play Asia. Wait time. Yeah, Play Asia, bro. It'll be like you're traveling to Asia with that wait time, bro. From them. I think I might roll with VGP, man. I think I might roll with them. Above $50 yields free shipping, aka 75 CAD. Okay. Yeah, I've definitely purchased some 3DS games and stuff from them in the past, for sure. Your news videos are pretty good. Thank you. I appreciate that, Dan. Thanks for watching my news videos. We had a new one today. I don't have a video for you guys, though, unfortunately, because I was busy and I had another outage. I woke up in the morning ready to work, like around 7 o'clock or so, ready to work, get you guys a video like around 9 o'clock my time, and I had an internet outage. I had an outage all the way till about 12 to 1 o'clock my time. So my wife, she had some stuff that she was doing for work and she needed my help to get things packed and loaded up and all that. So I mean, I would have been able to work and get you guys a video beforehand. It would have been tight, but I would have been able to do it. But yeah, there was an internet outage again. The extreme heat is causing, I mean, it's been 100 degrees plus and it's been burning the cables underground. So it's just been heating up the cable. So there's been outages everywhere, spotty, you know, in and out. But it's back on. So if anything happens, if the internet just cuts out here, guys, and it doesn't come back on, it's because I'm in hell right now, and then everything's burning around me. So just keep that in mind. Well, you know, wasn't able to get a video out this morning because of that. 2 outages in 1 week seems not to be coincidence. Yeah, it's because it's hot. It's the heat. The heat is burning up the cable. It gets so hot underground that it burns the cables underground. So then it causes delays as they go and they fix them. There's no way that it's that hot. No, it is. This happens every summer. Every summer it gets so hot to the point to where it burns the cables. They gotta go underneath there. They gotta fix them, and then they come back out, and then the next day comes, and then it gets hot again, and then it burns them up again, and then it happens every summer. Every summer it happens. But yeah, when it's 100 degrees with no wind chill, with moist, dry, it gets so hot to the point where you can fry an egg on the street, man. It's hot. Yeah, they don't know about Central California. They don't know about Central California, man. It is hot. It is super hot, man. What up, Nick93? Welcome to the stream, brother. Fingers crossed Watch Dogs leak is accurate. It is not accurate. No, it's a false leak. I forgot to do I would have done a update video going over that, but I forgot about it, so I'll put it in my next update video. No, the Watch Dogs thing is a false leak. It's Billy Bill Coon or whatever says that that's not accurate at all. It's not real. So unfortunately that's not real, but maybe they do Watch Dogs. Maybe Ubisoft has something at some point for it. What up, Cheese Puff, though? Need that physical Oblivion? Oh, yeah. Everyone needs it, man. I work for Power Transmission, and we just had so many meetings about replacing fiber cables. Even dark fiber, underground fiber is getting hit. Yeah, I feel you on that one, Zeph. That's just kind of how it is during the summer times, man. It gets super hot. Cables burn all up, man. Really good Bethesda news. Good and bad Bethesda news. Good because they're finally doing it. Bad because what were they doing beforehand? Like, why did it take them so long for them to do something like this? So it's like good and bad. You know, good and bad news. Good and bad. Yeah, let's say if I got an internet outage at my house, I'd be really mad. I know you would be, Nimmar. No, you can't look at your can't order your Chipotle online. Can't look at your typical Asian woman that you like to look at in relationships. So those are the two things. Let's see here. Western developers hate Nintendo. I don't think Western developers hate Nintendo. I don't know. I don't think so at all. Minnesota had a small taste of California air Wednesday with all the smoke from a wildfire. Wildfires aren't really all throughout California. The air is actually pretty good here, for the most part. But it just depends. It depends on what part. Air quality is terrible here. But Northern California, I mean, there's not really any issues with wildfires, to be honest. Heck, I mean, I've lived here my whole life and I haven't really been affected by any of them. I know they still happen. There's been some pretty bad ones, but for the most part, anytime there's like a fire, it's like somebody usually started it. Like wildfires do happen, but usually when there's like a fire, something bad, like it's some schizo that started it. Like it was arson. They'll start it in a field, and then people are like, oh, it's a wildfire, but it wasn't really a wildfire. It was just some schizo that went out there and started it in like a shrub area. And they'll be like, oh, it's a wildfire. Nah, it's just some weirdo, some mentally, crazy dude that just decided to start it over there and make it look like it was a wildfire when it was really arson. When it was really just arson, See, it's hard to explain California Valley heat to people. They think it's a joke until they experience it. Yeah, like if you're from Europe or if you're from like the East Coast, it's really hard to explain it. I mean, maybe if you're from like Florida or something like that, or if you're from like the South, you'll understand it because it can get pretty bad in those areas. But if you're from like hardcore East Coast, or like New York or like, some of those areas, or if you're like even like Midwest, depending on where you are in the Midwest, or even like, like Michigan, that area, like I guess like Chicago, places like that, it doesn't get, the type of heat doesn't get to like where it's like here, Yeah, they caught some guy last year started fires in LA. Exactly. Like a lot of it is like just people starting fires, man. I mean, if you watch Forensic Files, a lot of the fires, they'll be like, oh, was it an accident or was it something more sinister? And I'm like, yeah, it was something more sinister. It was people just starting arsons every time. Insurance payouts, things like that. I mean, don't get me wrong. Accidental fires do happen, but man, a lot of the time it's arson, dude. Like people, or it's like negligence or it's like arson. Shout outs to Val and Valenhorn with the 1,000 jewels. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Let's go, Valenhorn. I appreciate that. 1,000 jewels. First jewel ninja on the board, Valenhorn with the 1,000. That's a lot. Like I said, I don't know if I even get anything from that for real, but I mean, it looks cool. It looks cool. It looks dope. No, not that. Remove that. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Shout outs, man. Appreciate that. Evening. I actually wonder if they're able to get Dustbloods to 60 FPS. It's a Switch 2 only game after all, but they focused on image quality instead, like Bloodborne and Elden Ring. The last trailer was at 60 FPS. The first trailer was at 30. The last trailer was at 60. So I think they might be able to get it on, get it at that, or at least have a performance mode. As you've seen, 80F and 90F in Europe right now. Yeah, that's not up to the level of where it is here in Central California. So that's not I mean, it's hot, but that's not the type of heat it's not the same. Western devs don't hate Nintendo, I would say. At worst, some do despise Nintendo. I don't think they hate Nintendo at all. Like y'all be using the words hate and stuff if you don't get a game that you want. If they don't feel like developing on it, they don't feel like developing on it. That's it. There's times when I don't feel like doing something on a certain platform. Doesn't mean I hate it. I just don't feel like doing it. So it's the very similar thing when it comes to making games. If you don't feel like taking the time or effort to do it, then you don't have to. If you don't feel like that's part of your business plan, then you don't have to. That doesn't mean you hate them. That's the problem. Like you guys have like this, some of you guys have an unhealthy relationship with video games or like systems where you think that you're entitled to stuff. You're not entitled to anything. If they don't, like Japanese developers don't hate Xbox, they just don't feel like doing it. They don't feel like it's worth their time or their money or their effort, so they don't feel like doing it. They don't hate Xbox though. It's nothing to do with hate. Nothing to do with hate. Let's see here. Using schizo as a term for someone who's crazy is very disrespectful and dangerous, to be honest. People that are crazy and act crazy stuff, I'm gonna keep calling them schizo, bro. If you don't like it, you can leave. Sorry, man. Listen, We're not, listen, I'm pretty sensitive to to certain stuff that people's like, I don't say certain things, but you're not taking that from me. You can, listen, I've adjusted my behavior and what I say and my attitude, but you're not taking that from me. No, this politically correct thing has gone too far. If I can't say skits, no, I'm saying it. So if you don't like it, oh well, leave. I'm saying schizo. I'm saying it. I don't care. I don't care. Then leave. Dude, you can't say anything these days. Everything is offensive. Everything is a problem. I'm going to say schizo. I'm sorry. You're not taking that away from me. You took everything else away from me. You're not taking this one away. Sorry. Deported with the 5 says, come on, OJ. Just need 1 sub, 1 super chat, 1 kick. Let's bring some momentum. He just had pet supplies, back taxes, internet bill, RGB lighting. Oh, man. Yeah, we got to draw the line somewhere, guys, man. Like, come on. We got to draw the line somewhere. Thank you, Deported with the 5, though, bro. I appreciate that. You're now the stream ninja. Appreciate that. Let's go. We got to draw the line somewhere, man. It's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand. Oh my gosh. Let's see here. Ultra says, OJ, you think in the free update from Mario Kart World 2.0 they'll add me races? Maybe. We'll see, Ultra. We'll see. Hey, what up, Hamsap? Welcome to the stream, brother. Let's see here. Man, bro, I grew up in the era there used to be 0 filter, and it was just like, all right, whatever. I've been able to cull a lot of that language out of my vocabulary, but like, come on now, man. East Coast humidity with the high temperatures ain't no joke, bro. I'm telling you, man. I ain't crazy. Stop calling me crazy before I go crazy. Let's see here. Is there a Western dev lore I'm missing? Basically, just Western developers do not put a lot of their games day and date, or just don't put their games on Switch 2 at this point. So that's like where the whole Western developers hate Nintendo thing comes from. Man, you aren't allowed to say anything these days without someone getting offended. You can't say anything without somebody getting offended. I saw, what was it? Game Explain said, oh, we're not going to use insane on our titles anymore because now the word, if you say insane, that's also offensive. If you say crazy, that's offensive. So crazy's offensive, insane's offensive. Everything is offensive these days, or offensive these days. It's just like, bro, really? How long have I been a YouTuber? How old am I? I'm 91 years old, and I've been a YouTuber since 1974. Bro, we can't call PC weirdos schizos now. How about schizo and said schizo? Oh, man. Let's see, I'm offended, you're offended by being offended. I'm offended, you're offended by being offended. I take offense to that. Bruh. Nah, I ain't gonna stop, so it's all good. Let's see here. Sorry, Psycho. Look, hey, Psycho, is Psycho allowed? Is that offensive too? Psycho Pie. Hey, Psycho Pie, change your name. You can't use psychotic. Is that offensive too? Should we? No more Psycho Pie. You should let him know about his name, right? You can't use Schizo. Can't use Psycho. Can't use what else? So Psycho Pie, dude, your name's offensive. I need you to change your name to not feeling well Pie right now. Like to not in my right state of mind Pie right now. Like that. That's what not in my right state of mind Pie. Please send help Pie. That's what I'm saying, bro. You just need to change your. I'm canceling Psycho Pie right now. I'm canceling him. So can we say we are offended by the term fanboy so people can't use that? You can at this point you can get offended by anything. Yeah, I'm 91 years old. I actually just turned 91 this year, Ultra. It's older than your grandma? I know, that's crazy. I'm old, dude. I'm old, but I mean, I'm still hanging in there. You know what I'm saying? Like 91, I feel pretty good for 91. I feel pretty good. I don't know when my last day will be, but you know, hey. Crossing my fingers. Hopefully the next day, every day I wake up, it's a blessing. Feeling a little medically not well Pie. There you go. See, I said we need to normalize people getting hot in the mouth again for saying stupid ish. I wholeheartedly agree. Oh, let's see. Sensitive ruins good comedy. Listen, I understand. Listen, like I said, there's a degree. I understand certain things. You don't say certain things. I get that. There are a certain list of words that people used to say that I understand, but I'm not giving up that one.
I'm offended by PC handhelds in Pal World. Can we put it on a list?
Pal World people are schizos. they are psychotic. They are starting to just lie. They're just starting to lie. They're just starting to rant and rave. They're just starting to make up stuff at this point. They are psychotic. They are absolutely psychotic, bro. Have you seen what they're doing on Twitter? These people are insane, bro. They are insane. We allow no accountability to run wild. No accountability. I thought you were like 34. Nah, you look young. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I look pretty good for 91 years old, Ultra. Yeah, I look pretty good for 91. You know, I was born a long time ago, man. I used to hang out with like Martin Luther King Jr. Me and him were actually kind of cool. You know, like we were actually kind of cool back in the day. I'm a bit older than what he was, or what he would have been at this point, I think. But yeah, hung out with Martin Luther King Jr. I've hung out with you know, a lot of people. I've seen a lot. I actually ran across Malcolm X too. I actually ran across Malcolm X, quite a number of people. I saw the Beatles back when they were very young too. Like Beatles when they were very young. Michael Jackson when he first started the Off the Wall in 1970. What was it? Off the Wall 1980? Was that 80 or was that 70? One of those two. I don't know. I'm old. I can't remember. But it was a long time ago. But yeah, I remember a lot of stuff, man. I remember when Thriller first came out in the 80s. Oh my gosh. I was already kind of getting old then, but I mean, it was all good. Hey, what up, Jordan? Welcome. What is good? Multiverse is pretty offensive, not gonna lie. Multiverses, you know what's the most offensive? I'm gonna make the joke now so you guys can't make it. You know what's the most offensive? Fire Emblem 4 Remake not being a real thing right now. That's the most offensive thing right now, is Fire Emblem 4 Remake not being real. You know? What up, Brett? Welcome to the stream. Power World and PC users seem to move in a similar circle, so that's, oh yeah, it's mainly PC people. You know, they're acting crazy. Did you age back down? It doesn't make sense. Not even above the age of Roger's base, and he looks almost 40. He looks almost 40, and you look mid-30s. Roger's base looks almost 40. I don't think Roger's base looks almost 40. I think Roger looks about what any 20-something, 30-year-old person would look. I don't know what looks like 40 is. But no, I'm 91. So there you go, Ultra. OJ saw some stuff in BC era. Dinosaurs, giant stones being moved. Yeah, pyramids being built, giant stones. Don't tell me how I got from different continent to different continent. Trust me, I just went on a boat. I got past the Bermuda Triangle, lost for a few days, came back, completely changed my appearance, changed everything, turned me into a brand new man. It's an American problem. Well, America is pretty distinctly diverse and somewhat allows oppression people to speak up for themselves. Okay, what? I saw those pics raising your fist, marching on the great activists. Yes, yeah. I was there. I was there when Martin Luther King was like, "I have a dream." I was there. I was in the crowd. I was like, "I got a dream too." I was like, "Yeah, it's cool." Let's see. You're gonna stay alive till at least 150 more years. Yeah. I'm trying to break like 150. I'm trying to break 150. We'll see. Have you heard of Nintendo YouTubers Slinky? Don't ask. I ain't really no damn Lego YouTubers. Whoever you're talking about, bro. Stop asking me. Go ask them on their stream. Have they heard of me? How about that? You go ask them. Have they heard of me? I don't know who those are. You tell them to go ask them. Have they heard of me? Tell them to hit me up. You know what I'm saying? If they want to talk. But I don't know. Stop asking me about just random YouTubers, bro. I don't care. Unless it's somebody that I know that's a homie that I work with, don't ask me. I don't care. I'm actually 1,000 years old. Yeah, I'm 1,000 years old. 1,000. Actually, I actually have schizophrenia, OJ, and it was the worst experience of my life. But the meds that I'm a Christian and treat people with love in terms of hurts, right? But I don't have to be here, bro. Like, don't take it as if it's something. Listen, I get that some people might have it and you're taking meds or something like that, but don't take it as some type of like, oh, I'm trying to be negative against this person or that person or anything. There are people that are crazy too. But if I said crazy, or this person that maybe was crazy at some point, are they gonna say, oh man, you're talking about me? Like, no, it's not like that, bro. Like, it's not like that at all. So if I said insane, or if I said crazy, or if I said something like that, should I not say any of that? Because those are also terms that or things that people have too. Like, I'm sorry that you have that, and I feel you on that, Eve. Like, I feel you, but like, we can't start saying if we say anything, it's all of a sudden some type of attack on someone. You know what I'm saying? Like, because there are people that are crazy. So if I say, oh man, that's crazy, is that offensive now? Like, we gotta draw a line somewhere, right? There's got to be some type of line drawn somewhere, you know? Or if I said like, oh man, that's insane, like, oh man, there are people that are actually insane, like, should that be offensive to the people? Like, I get you, like, Eve, like, I get you, and I understand, like, you know, that can draw or trigger some type of thing, but you got to realize this stream, it's comedy, it's mixed in with gaming, it's mixed in with all sorts of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's mixed in with like everything. It's not meant to be some type of personally attacking you for some things. I even make jokes about black people sometimes. That doesn't mean I'm racist. I make jokes about black people lots of times. You know what I'm saying? Or I say black this, or I say that. It's not meant, and you don't see the black people here like, oh man, OJ, I'm black, you're coming after me. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. So like, let's chill with this, guys, all right? So, I mean, if it really is that big of a problem for you, I'm not going to say, okay, I'm going to stop, because then we're going to start policing everything. Then I got to be cognizant of people that were crazy, people that were insane, people that are this, people that are that. Like, it's getting to be enough. So just, guys, if you go to a comedy show or if you go to something like that, there's comedy there. It's not meant to be offensive towards everybody. So keep that in mind. Otherwise, I'm going to have to start tiptoeing, walking on eggshells about what I say, and I'm not trying to do that. You know, I'm really not trying to do that. I'm not going to sit there and try to make jokes on people that are actually diagnosed with things, but I'm not going to sit here and police mental states on having a certain thing talking about like, oh, how some people are acting wild on Twitter or something like that. We can't do that. We can't do that. We can't do that. No, but my point is that we're not going to sit here and start policing every single little thing in terms of a stream where we make jokes and we have comedy. We're not going to start policing everything, guys. Like, if that's something to where it's too much for you, then like I said, I'm not going to back down from this one. So yeah, you guys can complain, but I'm not backing down from this one. I'm sorry, guys. Let's see here. Shout outs to Varkster with the 50 Aussie. When you called that one person stupid the other day, I snapped my controller in half, dropped it so far on the ground. I went through the world 7 times and it hit me on my head. Don't you know I'm stupid too? Please consider my emotions. Bruh, I mean, like I said, guys, it's a stream. It's meant to be have fun. We make jokes. We're not sitting here trying to offend anybody when it comes to certain things. So don't take any offense to anything that's being said or anything like that. All right, guys? But like I said, if it's too much for you, if you can't handle it, that's fine. I can understand leaving or unsubbing or unmembering or whatever the case is. But like I said, I'm not saying anything to offend anybody here. But I mean, I'm not going to walk on eggshells either. Like, come on now. You know? Shout out to Varkster. Thank you for the 45, or thank you for the 50 on the Ninja board. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. That is 35 on here. Yo, we out here today, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. 44 on the board. Thank you so much, Varkstar. Appreciate it. You don't have the Hokage with the 35. Anybody that's 35 or more on JoJo Friday. You can pass it my man Varkster on the board. Yo, thank you so much. I appreciate that. We'll get your JoJo's too while you're at it, man. Excuse me. All right. Varkster, yo, shout outs, appreciate that. Varkster with the 35. Yo, I appreciate you. Shout outs, fam. What's your best Switch 2 game so far? Donkey Kong Bonanza. Donkey Kong Bonanza. That one's a really, really, really good one. Romancing Saga Switch 2 edition. Donkey Kong Bonanza. Pokemon Legends ZA. Metroid Prime 4. There's a lot of good ones that I like. Mario Kart World. There's a lot of good ones. Let's see. Sony fired the marathon director. Oh, that's too bad. Sorry to hear about that. Yo, combo breaks. Let's get the JOJO 2. Triple JOJO's coming in from my man Varkster as well. Yeah, Belmont's Curse is looking super good, man. I'm excited for Belmont's Curse. Yeah, Star Fox is definitely another one for me. Star Fox, another good one. Resident Evil Requiem, that's another good one. So there's a lot of good ones. There's a lot of good ones so far. Big love to the JoJo boys and girls. Appreciate that. Should have fired him earlier. Whose fault is it that they should have fired Herman Holst? He's the one who bought Bungie, right? Or they should have fired whoever decided to buy Bungie and Greenlight Marathon. They should fire them. They should get fired instead of the Marathon guy. They should get fired. Who let him do all that, bruh? Let's see, as a Splatoon player since day one, I know my favorite Switch 2 is going to be Raiders. Oh man, Raiders is good. It's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to Raiders. What's up, Squirrel Swirl? Welcome. People having rights revoked, IRL, mental disability. Like, man, I'm not even going to... Guys, listen. I'm not even going to be reading all this stuff. If y'all want to start talking all serious and be all like a stick up your butt at my streams, go ahead. But I ain't reading nobody that's going to... We're here to have fun. We're here to talk about stuff. I'm not here to sit here and diagnose people and do all this, man. So if y'all get triggered by that, just go. Like, like, if y'all get triggered by that, this is a joking, fun, comedy / gaming stream, bro. I'm not here to diagnose people and read all sorts of all types of stuff. We're supposed to remove ourselves from steps remove ourselves from that type of stuff. So I ain't reading all that. Y'all can talk about it, but I ain't reading it. So it is what it is on that one, man. Y'all acting. I don't know what's going on today, but we're supposed to be having fun here, bro. Let's see here. Yeah, y'all gotta chill, bro. Y'all gotta chill. Let's see here. It's a gaming. It's comedy. You guys know I do comedy here. I'm not gonna say I'm a stand-up comedian because I'm sitting down. Sorry. Was that good or not? Was that good or bad? No. I'm a sit-down comedian. I'm sitting down. I know. All right. Okay. Do I get an applause for the chat there? Stop. Clap. That's like the laugh track on Family Matters or like Full House or something like that. Like they're laughing in the background there. Dad joke. 6 out of 10. All right, I'll take my applause. Thank you so much. Let's go. You get laughing like Mandark right there. That's like a man. That's the Mandark laugh right there, bro. Oh my gosh. No, you guys haven't heard that one yet. I know that's a new one. Nobody's heard that joke yet. Nobody's heard the I'm not a stand-up comedian because I'm sitting down. You guys have all heard that. Yo, what up, Gangsta Slayer? Welcome. What up, Angel? Man, shut up. You're a dad, so it's okay. All right. I have the dad pass. So as a dad, I'm allowed to make jokes like that. I'm allowed to make dad jokes. So it's all good. Oh man, I had a teacher in the 12th grade whose laugh sounded like the Joker. Oh, nice. You know what the funniest thing is, or one of the funny things I did by if you go back to my first, I think it was my first ever the Keeley Awards, or one of my first ever Keeley Awards. I think the best compliment that I've ever gotten for any comedy that I've done is like John said it was like almost Chappelle level of quality or of like comedy, and I was like, listen. Even if that's complete, even if it's like Timu Chappelle, I'll take that. The fact that anybody even said it was close, like me in the same sentence as Dave Chappelle for comedy, that was like the greatest compliment that almost, like one of the greatest compliments that anybody's almost given me. I'll take even ghetto Timu Chappelle. I'll take like the lowest level of that. So, Good old knee slapper. Well, his wife got to be like, you know, he's crazy speaking to the camera. What, my wife? She definitely sometimes asks me, like, what's going on? Like, when I'm making jokes in here, or when I'm screaming at something, or when like, a troll comes and I'm, like, arguing or something. She's like, dude, what happened? And I'm like, don't worry about it. It's the stream. Don't worry about it. It's the stream. Yeah, we got to celebrate the stream together, man. It's a fun stream. I'm looking forward to it. Like, I know there's sometimes it's, like, serious where we talk about more serious stuff, but no, we chilling today. It's JoJo Friday. I'm chilling. I'm in a relaxed state, so we out here, man. Chappelle's one of the ghosts. Yeah, that was a huge compliment. I was like blown away. I mean, I know I'm nowhere near as good as Chappelle, and my skits were not anywhere near as good as Chappelle. But I guess if you knew the Spawncast, or if you know the Spawncast, that first Spawncast game, or Spawncast Awards that I did, I think it was 2020, or was it 2021? I forgot which one it was, but it was pretty good. That was the one I think where I did Miss Click as like Zelda, and she was like, you know, people from Florida are crazy, so she got the Florida Man of the Year award, even though she's a woman. So I think that was a pretty funny skit that I did with Miss Click there. I found it pretty funny. Yo, thank you for the 2 Jewels Ultra. I appreciate that. I love JoJo Friday. I love it. Let's see here. Yo, what up? What up? Oh, hold on, never mind. Okay, the Great Wall. What's up, Great? I don't know if I said what up to you or not. Yo, Michael, what's up? Dave Chapstick. Dave Chapstick. Oh my gosh, man. Oh man, that's great. That's great. All right, so let's get into some topics, shall we? Some video game topics. Okay, so this was a pretty funny. Here's more of my comedy on display for this right here. Sony had this thing right here. It says, PlayStation 4 supports used games. Huge applause. PS4 won't impose any new restrictions on your use of PS4 game discs. Oh man, this take me back, June 10th, 2013. Oh my goodness. 13 years ago. It feels like a lifetime ago at this point. Sony back then compared to Sony now. So I had to hit him with the ... Shout outs, thank you, Ultra, with another 2 jewels. I had to hit him with the monkey, the monkey meme. Are you looking? Wait a minute, hold up. Sony, what happened, bruh? What happened? What happened to the situation that we had going on here? What happened to the used games? The used games are now gone. Sony, I need you to come back to this point. You know, I need you to come back to this point. I need you to be all for this. Thanks, Ultra, for the jewels once again. I need them to go back to this, man. What happened, bruh? What happened? I don't know what happened, man. I don't know. I don't know. It's JoJo Friday, though. Appreciate you guys. I don't know what happened, bruh. I don't know. Sony it's just not good. Not good at all. We also have a new update on more voice actor stuff. So we got some voice actor stuff here. Shara Kirby. Doesn't she look awesome? I wish I had this hair. This would be dope if I had hair like hers. I'm definitely jealous of the amount of hair she has. But yeah, Shara, is it Shara? Shara Kirby. I didn't know who she was beforehand. But she looks awesome. Shara Kirby is the voice actor for Theodora in Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. The Nintendo Today app revealed the info. Definitely my most anticipated game of the year. September 17th, release date locked in, ready to go. I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, I don't know about Theodora though, man. She's giving me Edelgard vibes. She's giving me, I mean, her outfit's awesome, by the way. Kind of reminds me of like Xena or something, like Princess Warrior, or like, you know, those old school Princess Warriors, you know. But like, I don't know. It's definitely giving me, you know, Conqueror type vibes, giving me Edelgard type vibes. So I don't know if I can do it, man. I think I'll have to pass on this one. I think I'll have to pass on her first. I mean, I'm gonna play her route, but I think I'm going to have to pass on her route and probably go with my boy Kai. My boy Kai, because my man Kai, he is played by, I think we got the, Zeno Robinson is Kai. So my man Zeno, first of all, his name is Zeno. That's just a dope name. I mean, his parents just did a great job. Is it Zeno or is it Zeno? Either way, I'm going to call him Zeno. So, Zeno's playing Kai, man. Thank you for the jewels. I appreciate that as well, Ultra. Thank you for all the jewels, brother. We've got, like, Zeno Robinson as well. That's out here playing the English VA. Let's go. But yeah, the designs are great, man. I even like Kai's. It's got a little bit of Breath of the Wild. A little bit of Breath of the, that blue with the white. I mean, I like it. The boots, the brown pants, got the dreads going. I like it. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the design. So I'm looking forward to more on that. We also have some other updates. We're gonna go over the Bethesda roadmap as well, guys. So we should check that out. Also, let's talk about this real quick before we get into Bethesda's roadmap. Nintendo Life, they wrote an article the other day saying, Nintendo Life asked why so many remakes, Nintendo. Like, why so many remakes? I said gamers, because we buy them. If you want to know why there's so many remakes of games, it's because we buy them. Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced, already over 3 million copies sold. Not just players, but 3 million copies sold. Assassin's Creed Shadows had 3 million players. I don't know if it ever got 3 million sales. I mean, it did sell okay, but Assassin's Creed Black Flag is selling at a blistering pace. It's selling really good. 3 million copies in the first, 2 weeks or week or so? How long has the game been out? So, so it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, this is the reason why developers are going to continue doing remakes and remasters and re-releases. Well, when you sell through, Assassin's Creed Black Flag sold more than Assassin's Creed Shadows, from what I understand, or it's right about near the same sales. It's selling faster than Shadows, that's for sure. So yeah, why wouldn't they do remakes when you can remake a game that people love? You can put it out there and you can sell 3 million copies. You know what I'm saying? You can sell 3 million copies plus. So, so I think that's one of the reasons why, one of the reasons why we get remakes and remasters and stuff like that. And I'd also say this: gamers ask for old stuff to come back and to preserve it on newer platforms all the time. You know, like, gamers always ask for this type of stuff too. So I think that's also like another thing that also happens. Let's go over the roadmap too. Where is the roadmap? But did they do the roadmap? Oh, okay, maybe it's on a different account, the roadmap. Oh, okay, here we go. A note from, Bethesda Game Studios. There's Bethesda, okay. So let's go over this full thing here. Let me read some comments. Ultra's been begging me to read a comment. I remember when you banned me for 4 months ago on one of your streams, and I've gone from being banned to being your supporting friend. You are my friend. All right, shout out to Ultra. I appreciate you. Thank you for the jewels, and thank you for the comment. Let me get some more comments here. The age of remakes and remasters. It's the age of new games. It's the age of remakes. It's the age of everything, to be honest, man. We get a bunch of new games, too. Like, even when Nintendo Life was complaining about Nintendo doing remakes, I mean, how many new games do they have this year? I think they have, like, 7 or 8 new games this year. Let me count. Mario Tennis Fever. Pokemon Pocopia. Tomodachi Life. Rhythm Heaven. Splatoon Raiders, Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. So yeah, six or seven new games this year. So they also have new games. They have new games. Oh yeah, Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. That's 7. That's 7. So they got 7 new games for the year. There's 12 months in a year. They've got 7 brand new games. So I think that's pretty good to have 7 brand new games and then also mix in some remakes, remasters. They had Star Fox, that's a remake. They had, they're having Ocarina of Time, that's a remake. Obviously, they have like Switch 2 editions of games. So I don't have a problem with it at all, you know?
Nintendo Life also thinks they own Xenoblade X footage. Lol.
They legitimately thought that they owned Xenoblade X footage. That, I mean, I guess, like, I understand what they were trying to say, like, not to bring up that whole thing again because it's like over with, but like, yeah, they thought that they owned the right to use their footage exclusively, and they don't. It's fair use. So if I outright take their footage and claim it as my own, then they would have a point. But if I'm talking about the game and describing the game, they don't own the copyright to Xenoblade X, so they have no right to sit there and say that you're not allowed to use it. They don't own the copyright to that medium. Do they actually own, like, I guess, their original work? Sure. But that goes out the door when someone is reporting on something. If someone's reporting on it and using that footage, it would revert back to the actual, if you're talking about a fair use case, it would revert back to the actual owner of that footage or the actual owner of that IP, from what I understand. You know, so they were trying to tell me that they know that they outright own it and that, you know, they don't allow people to use their footage and you need permission, like you have to ask them. And the funny thing is that they use other people's footage. They use other people's footage all the time for stuff. So that was the fun. I'm like, but wait a minute. You guys use other people's pictures. You guys use other people's IP. You guys are like to report, and you guys don't ask them. You guys don't ask for permission. So I think that's silly, you know. And you know, they were just like, we went back and forth for a while, and they wanted to talk, but I ultimately ended up saying, yeah, I will. Then I said, nah, I'm good. But yeah, either way, it's over with. It's done. So it is what it is. But yeah, they did think that they owned, like, shout outs to Justin. Thank you for reminding me about that. But they did think that they just flat out own it, which was weird, in my opinion. That was such a ridiculous drama. They had backing for some GVG people as well. I mean, well, yeah, because obviously GVG, they have a good relationship with them. So, like, I understand, you know, their viewpoint. But I think that they went about it the wrong way, you know? I think a better way of going about it was like, hey, OJ, you know, like, I saw that you used some of our footage. By the way, hey, look, you didn't link. Like, I saw that you didn't link, even though you talked about it in your video, you didn't link that, you know? So, like, that, I think that's about it. That's about as far as it should have went. Like, hey, you didn't give us a link on that one. You might as well can you put a link on there? It should have been that. Because, once again, I mean, you know, I was talking about the game, and it's a 10-year-old game at this point. It wasn't like it was exclusive, you know, never before seen gameplay of Xenoblade. So, like, I get where they're coming from to a degree, but I think the way that they, like, came at me was wild, you know? Which, once again, I would have never exposed it or talked about it if they weren't sitting there and talking behind my back about it. Or not even behind my back. They're talking on Blue Sky about it, like they're trying to, like, sit there and, like, they were, like, subtweeting me or whatever. What's that called? Like, when you're talking about someone and then tweeting about it, and, like, they were, like, subtweeting me. So I was like, oh, okay, like, y'all gonna start subtweeting me and doing all this and acting like I'm stealing? I'm like, all right, so let's go, let's expose the emails and let's see. And I told you guys when we were there, I was like, yo, y'all let me know, am I out of line here? Am I out of pocket? Am I out of line for how I'm reacting? Because the way that one Alex dude came at me was mad disrespectful. Like, I would never come at somebody in a business email like that over footage. Like I said, now maybe if I, like, kick their dog, okay, I get it, coming at me like that type of way or being angry. But the way that they came at me, the way that Alex came at me was just, I like I said, felt that was a bit too aggressive, you know, like for what transpired. So, but anyway, like I said, it is what it is, you know. They were talking kind of crazy. Yeah, they were talking kind of crazy. Like, they were talking kind of crazy. Like, but we went over the emails. We had the thing, you know. They didn't appreciate the 2-hour live streams. They didn't appreciate that at all. They didn't appreciate it. And I understand why, man. You know, you got somebody kicking their name. I mean, a 100K channel kicking their name in the mud about it. They don't want that type of controversy. You know, so I get that, man. But, yeah, I didn't like the way they were coming at me, bro. I didn't like the way. Yeah, it's bad PR. Because, like, I'm like the little guy, right? I'm like the Pal World. They're like the big guy. They're the Nintendo. I'm the Pal World. It doesn't look good. But knowing how people treat me on the internet, he probably would have sided with Nintendo. Bro, I get attacked for simply reporting on news. Check this out, bro. Like, check this out. Like, I will get attacked. I don't even make a statement. It's my job to report on Nintendo and RPG stuff. That's my job. That's my niche. I get attacked and get whatever for simply just reporting. Genki can report on the same thing. Game Data Library can report on the same thing. Nobody says anything, but I report on it. It's a problem. Like I get attacked for just reporting on things. You know, I'm not trying to play victim here, or I'm not trying to play like, oh, woe is me. But I just think it's funny. I just think it's really funny. So it's like, this right here, bro. Like this simple tweet, right? Simple tweet. Japanese Nintendo Switch 2 sales have surpassed the total lifetime sales of the PS Vita plus PS Vita TV in the country. Game Data Library. I don't know why I didn't link it. But anyway, Game Data Library was the first to post. They're the first to talk about it. I got it from them. So I simply just reported on the news. That's it. I just report on it. And look at this. Look at this, man. Look at this. Look at this guy. Okay, does it affect you in any way? If you weren't a content creator that glazes a corporation, how would that affect you? Bro, what? What? Like, what? I'm just reporting on the what are you talking? Nobody glazed anything. It's simply just news. That's it, bro. That's it. Like, so I said you got a mental health problem. I'm like, you got mental health problems. So I put this back. I said Genki reported on the same thing I did. Is it biased reporting and glazing Nintendo as well? Like, Genki literally made the same tweet. Genki made the exact same tweet and got 4,000 views or 4,000 likes, 185,000 views and 4K likes on the same exact thing. And I see nobody here telling him that he doesn't value himself, that he's glazing a corporation. It's simply just news. And he put an exclamation mark. He put Switch 2 has outsold the PlayStation Vita in Japan. Like, oh, I didn't even do that. Bro, I just put a period. I didn't even make an exclamation mark or anything. There's people like this dude crazy. And I just asked him like, yo, he did that. So he's calling Genki Japan is very Nintendo biased, and there's a bias for simply reporting the news. Genki is a PlayStation fan. He likes Nintendo, but he's mainly a PlayStation fan that also likes Nintendo stuff, but he likes PlayStation more than he likes Nintendo. But if you report on the news, you're biased. If you report on Nintendo factual sales, you're also biased. I'm telling you, man, people are crazy, bro. Like I said, people are just crazy. People are crazy as heck. Oh my gosh, so let's see. So you can't like PlayStation more than Nintendo? So he can't like PlayStation more than... Genki likes PlayStation more than Nintendo. He does. But it's just simple news. Like, that's all... You don't like Nimmar, you're Nimmaring right now. You don't understand the point of me linking Genki, me saying that he's a PlayStation fan. The point of me saying that is that this person was trying to say that I'm being biased because I'm reporting the factual news of Switch 2 passing up the Vita in Japan sales-wise. Oh, it's because you're a Nintendo fan. You're this. You're being biased. So I said, okay, Genki reported the same thing. He's more of a PlayStation fan than he is a Nintendo fan. He likes PlayStation more, which we all know this. That is very, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But that was my whole point. My whole point is it has nothing to do whether you like something more than not. You're simply just reporting the news. That is your job. If you were on there to report Japanese and Nintendo news or RPG news, you're going to report the news. That's what you're doing. There's no bias or anything. That's literally the factual news. You know? That's it. Go find a 13-year-old tweet of his and see if he kept the same energy with Wii U was getting roasted in the weekly sales reports. I don't think he was on Twitter that long ago, you know? Let's see. It says, bro, people who don't like Nintendo are edgy sheeple who want to seem more mature and have the most of them are big. Exactly. A lot of them are like crazy, bro. A lot of them are like super like schizo type stuff. Like a lot of them are just acting wild on Twitter, acting crazy for no reason, you know? For no reason. So yo, shout outs to General Zamora. Thank you for the 98 jewels. I appreciate that. Thank you. But yeah, people just acting wild, man. Anything, Ultra, anything you want. Ultra, I'm not gonna just constantly be reading your messages right in the middle of a thing, man. I'm not gonna like just relax, okay? Just chill, like just calm down, bro. Calm down, all right, man. Calm down. All right, Cheese Puff with the $5 dono. It says Echoes of Einkrad is suffering from soulless world enemies and eagle vision and lack of weapon options. It's mid. My pain is greater than yours. Thank you for the 5, man. I appreciate that. Thank you for the 5, man. Shout outs. Thank you for the big 5. All right. Yeah, you're just asking me a ton of questions here. What's my favorite like Mario's like Ultra like not right now, man. I don't know, dude. Like, I don't know. Just relax. You're asking me like way too many things. Like you're asking me like multi-question type thing. Like what's my favorite Zelda? What's my favorite Mario? What's my favorite like I'm not trying to read all that right now, bro. All right, let me answer. I don't want to be mean. Let me go back up and answer. Oh man, let me answer. I'm not trying to be mean, bro. Let me see here. All right, my favorite Mario game, maybe Galaxy 2, Mario Bros 3. Favorite Zelda game, Breath of the Wild. Favorite fight. Yeah, you're asking me like every one of like all these franchises, bro. Like I'm not answering. Just for I ain't answering all that. I'm sorry, Ultra. I'm sorry. Maybe I'll make some videos. Maybe I'll talk about each one of those franchises and stuff like that. Yeah, he's a fan. I appreciate the enthusiasm, but I mean, like, you can't ask like 9 questions within one question, like within one statement. Like that's too much. That's too much. Well, you can, but like I don't feel like answering all that. Yo, Cheese Puff, thank you for the 5 though, man. I appreciate it. Yo, shout outs to Nick98. Thank you for the 98 jewels. Yo, I appreciate that too. Nah, I don't really have any Skylanders videos. Nah, I don't play Skylanders. I was never a big fan of Skylanders. Shout outs to my man Cheese Puff. Thank you for the 5. Yo, we out here 52 on the combo board. We've got the 45-minute extension locked in, ready to go. At least I think I have the 45-minute extension, boys and girls. Let's go. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. All right, overclock. Let's get that locked in. We haven't done any of the overclocks today.
Overclock Buster!
Appreciate that. Yo, shout outs to Cheese Puff, man. We've been called kids since 1980. Some of those kids are parents now and even grandparents, but they haven't changed their outlook in decades, which is a sign of not growing up. Just saying, yeah. Yo, Justin with the 3.
Favorite anything is Xenoblade. That is all. Xenoblade music.
That is true. The answer is like Xenoblade to everything, you know? Xenoblade. The answer is Xenoblade to everything. That's the answer. It's just Xeno everything. If you don't know the answer, it's Xenoblade. Justin with another 3. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Justin. Appreciate that 3. Getting us almost to the Noah and Mio. We are, what is that? We are 5 combos away from the Noah and Mio. I'm going to real quick turn off my air because I don't want my air bill to be $10,000 this month. Give me 1 second. So we should be able to go the distance today, guys. But if I do have to stop the stream early, I'm sorry about that. We'll add on some time and like I'll have a stream tomorrow morning too. So we might have to stop the stream a little bit earlier than the 3 hours. So if we do, then I will have a bonus stream talking about stuff tomorrow early in the morning. So look out for that as well. So we'll have that. Yo, thank you for the 6-7. Appreciate that. Okay. And then also Avalar, thank you for the 100 jewels as well. Appreciate you guys, man. Thank you. Appreciate the support, guys. Let's go. Internet Nintendo haters, just haters in general, have always had a weird. I don't know why we're only starting to notice now. Nintendo in particular is big target because they've got the biggest IP. I think people are starting. It intensifies when certain things happen, right? Like right now, like Power World just launched. So since Power World just launched, the lawsuit, so it's intensifying. People are kind of coming out the woodwork, right, to talk about things. So I think it's just depending on what certain games, you know, get announced and certain things that are happening. I think that's kind of like how things are, you know. So I think that's kind of that's kind of how it is. But yeah, like I said, it's just sometimes people also, you know, like they get new into the fandom and like oh, they played Nintendo games and then maybe they just start to go online for things and then they see how some people act like real crazy about stuff, you know. So I think that's kind of how I see it. Fanboys and haters are the same type of people, in my opinion. Yep. When do you plan on getting a PS6? I'm not sure if I'm gonna get a PS6. I don't know. I have to wait and see. You know, and all that. Yeah, don't worry about buying a PS6 right now in Ultra. Just enjoy what you have, what your parents get you, and then like, you know, when you're older, when you can get your own stuff, like when you start working, you can buy what you want. But for right now, just enjoy what your parents get you, you know. Yo, Karen Green, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that. Welcome to Elite Ninja Village. Let's go. Yo, Bronze Gamer with the JoJo on JoJo Friday. Let's go.
What is your favorite color? Your favorite animal? Your favorite food? Your favorite historical figure? Lol. Are you able to play Persona music? Color your night from P3R.
I can play like a remix of it. I can play like a remix, but I can't play like the original. So I can play like a remix of it. That's hilarious, man. Okay, so I'm gonna answer all your questions, Bronze Gamer. But first, I'm gonna hit you with the JoJo. That's the first thing I'm gonna hit you with the JoJo Friday. So I can pose, boys and girls. So I'm gonna hit you with the JoJo, and then I'm going to let you know about all that stuff. So my favorite color is like blue or like gray or like red. But my favorite color is probably like red, but I don't like to wear red. I don't like bright colors. I don't like wearing bright colors. I don't think it goes with my dark skin complexion. So I like wearing more darker colors, but not too dark of colors. So I wear gray, like not light gray, like smoke gray, and like blue. Those are like my two favorite colors to wear. So if you're talking about clothes, blue, gray. If you're talking about like just color, just in general, probably red. I like red a lot. Okay, next up is favorite animal. My favorite animal is probably like, I don't know, I haven't thought about it too much, but it's probably like I like dogs. I like golden retriever, but like Arcanine. Like Arcanine, that's a Pokemon, but anything that looks like Arcanine or like a big dog, like big dogs are just like, you know, like huskies or something like that. So like, yeah, like a dog maybe. But like exotic animal, like obviously like a lion or something like that, or like a tiger. Those are cool. Like a lion. Lions are cool. Or like cheetahs. Cheetahs are fast, so I like cheetahs too. Okay. When it comes to historical figure, I guess historical figure would be anybody from the past, right? Notable. So like, yeah, Martin Luther King Jr. is probably like my favorite. Martin Luther King Jr. or like Harriet Tubman or like Frederick Douglass. There's a lot of historical figures that I do like. But yeah, those would be it. Yeah, those would be it. Probably Martin Luther King. When it comes to yeah, I think that's all your questions. Okay, cool. I answered all of them. Sals, thank you for the JoJo boys. Let's go. That $10 and up gets you a JoJo personalized, and you can ask me a million questions in there. I'll answer all of them. I mean, I like Malcolm X too. I do like Malcolm X. I like Martin Luther King. Malcolm X was a little extreme with his views. I'm not sure if I believe in everything Malcolm X said. But I mean, I understand where he was coming from at times. Oh, man. Let's see here. OJ likes Cheetos confirmed. Yeah, Cheetos are good. Great white shark. Great white sharks are cool. They're cool. Thank you for the 2 jewels. I appreciate that, Ultra. Yo, General Zamar, thank you for the 14 months, man. So yeah, man. Thank you for that. Did you know that his name wasn't originally Martin Luther King Jr.? Yep. Dad changed it after a trip to Germany to be named. Yep. I mean, I know a lot. I mean, I've studied quite a bit, so I know a lot about him. OJ, my 2 favorite colors are red and yellow. All right, shout outs. Good stuff. Red and yellow. I used to love red hot Cheetos when I was younger. Yeah, Cheetos were always like a playground banger back in the day. My wife likes Cheetos. I was never a big Cheetos fan. I was always more of a Doritos or like I like Doritos. I don't even like Doritos that much, but when I was younger, yeah. But like now, like give me like the salsa verde Tostitos. I like salsa verde Tostitos, or just like plain Tostitos, like with salsa. That to me is like, those are great. Those are great, man. The snacks I've always loved, or my 2 favorite snacks are Cheez-Its and Goldfish. You got that little kid snack box right there, Cheez-Its and that, and no, I don't know how to say it, Omar Landover, whatever. No, that's not it. Ultra just spams so much, and other people are talking too, so I don't want to sit there and read every single one of his comments. He spams. I'm not trying to be mean, Ultra, but no, I've been reading tons of people's comments that don't donate as well. So don't pull that shit, bro. Like, I hate when people do that. Like, oh, well, you gotta do. No, I read so many comments of people that aren't donating too. So stop. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. Let's see here. I do agree with some people's advice that said we don't always need the newest, latest tech, and the PS6 is some of us can't not afford it. I mean, yeah, some people can't afford it, but we don't know what the price is right now. We don't know what the price is. The Takis with the ridges are some of the best chips. Yeah, I had to stop. I've had Takis before, but yeah. Let's see here. It says OJ is one of the only YouTubers that tries to read. I try to read most of the comments. I try, guys. Yeah, obviously, if somebody drops a donut and it pops up, of course I'm going to prioritize that one. Duh, like it popped up and they're supporting more, so of course. But I try to read everybody's comments. You can't come here and say that everybody that's here, you'll get at least 3, 4, 5 comments read per stream if you ask, like, or if you put there. Like, there was one time when I couldn't, for some reason, I was ignoring the Great Wall for like forever, even though he would tag me. But I'm always trying to read everyone's comments. I try to do my best. But like, Ultra sometimes spams a lot, and I'm trying to get other people's comments in too, you know? Hey, I love you too. Thank you, Capture Specialist. I appreciate that. GameStop dies. I can't afford a PS6 pre-order trade-in. Well, we need to see what the PS6 is first. We need to see the price and all that before we say we can afford it or not. Xenoblade X, yo, shoutouts. Barkster with the 10. Ossi, which is 7 here. Let's go. And also Daniel, thank you for the 6 months, man. I appreciate that. But yeah, there was one time, yes. Varkster, I don't know if you remember this one. Where I just wasn't seeing his comments, and the Great Wall thought I hated him or something, you know? He thought I hated him. But I was like, no, I don't know why. I'm just missing it. I'm just missing your comments. Oh, man. Shout out to Dan. Thank you for the 6 months, too, dude. Love the, hey, shout outs. Appreciate you. Much love. Appreciate you reading the 98.9.5% of the comments, OJ. I'm trying. I'm doing my best, guys. I'm doing my best. Let me get the music, though, for Barkster. Excuse me. Xenoblade X. CEO. Okay, here we go. I mean, he acknowledges me and understands me. It can be too many questions all at once. Yeah, sometimes it's too much. Honestly, the Takis chips have so much sodium and they're spicy. Yeah, they're crazy sodium and they're real spicy. I know we don't actually know the price of the PS6 yet. I know PS6 price is just a rumor, which I hope it's not true. I mean, chances are it's going to be very expensive, though. I mean, the chances are it's going to be pricey. Justin with the 3.
OJ reads comments. Unrelated, but can you write me another check for saying you read comments the other one didn't go through? Lol.
All right, I got you. I got you, fam. I got you. I got you. Shout outs to the Great Wall. Shout outs to Marks. We're gonna get you with the JoJo. The 10 Aussie. We're gonna honor the JoJo. Get the pose, guys. We're gonna honor it. Yo, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let's go. Appreciate it. Let's go. OJ barely reads my comments. That's not true. A lot of times you be talking with other people, so I don't read those. Yo, Valenhorn says, OJ, what do you think of John's theory that the PS6 will be a handheld as the main console and under the TV box would be a Pro? Apologies if you already answered. Yeah, I've heard that because I've been on the Spawncast with him, so he said the same thing. And I think that it could be. That seems to be, it could be like that's a thing. Their plans could have changed, but that could be like, oh, well, it's like a handheld and then like they have like a Pro thing that communicates or something like a Switch, almost like a Switch, but their version of it. Don't know how well that's gonna do, but I mean, maybe we'll see. Also, Broads Gamer with the 5-time gifted Elite Ninja Champion, the Booker T in the house. Yo, thank you so much. Yo, Broads Gamer, Broads Gamer. Yo, I appreciate that, man. Stacey, thank you so much for the support, brother. I appreciate that. Let's go. Let go. Let go. Let go. Let go. Let go. Let go. Hey, we out here, man. We out here. We're gonna hit you. We're gonna hit you though. We're gonna hit you with the 15-piece chicken nugget on that one. The odd number, 90 on the board. We are going so much. We're 10 combos away, 1 JoJo away from them. Platinum. Yo, shout outs. Thank you so much. Broads Gamer being Santa Claus in July with the gifts. Yo, all those that got the gifts, man. You guys give my man Broads Gamer some much love, much love, much love. Appreciate that, Broads. 5-time. Did you buy a Steam machine or a Steam Deck? I bought a Steam Deck, but then I sold it. And I didn't buy a Steam machine because that's a waste of money. What did you think of Donkey Kong Bonanza? No spoilers, please. I thought it was really good. One of the best games on the Switch, too. Kevin Young with the donut says, tuned in, have a great weekend. Yo, shout outs, brother. I appreciate that. Yo, and Nick93, let's go! JoJo!
Had to have another JoJo. Shout out the Ninja Village.
Shout outs to the Ninja Village and Psycho Pie! Wait, I'm not allowed to say Psycho. Hold up, time out. Time out.
Congrats, by the way, on getting into the Streamer University. It's gonna be dope to see you spread the good news about Xenoblade Genesis. Also, to piggyback on the last message, my check didn't come in as well.
Streamer University? Yeah, that's something that I'll probably never get into. I'm too old, I think, right? For Streamer University? I think I'm too old. Streamer University? Oh, that's like the Kai Cenat thing, right? Yeah, that's not happening. Thank you, Deported with the 2. It says, chicken nuggets have to be healthy. They gotta be. Thank you, Psycho Pie with the 5. And thank you, Nick90. Thank you guys for using Streamlabs, too. I appreciate that. Yeah, they need something called Unk University. Yeah, give me Unk University. I'd probably still not get in. I don't think I'm popular enough, but I have a plan. I have a plan to get significantly more popular within the next year. So don't worry, guys. I got a plan. I got a plan. Every university campus has an Unk. Every university campus. Thank you guys for the blitz of support there. 2 from Deported, 5 from Psycho Pie, 10 from Nick93. Yo, Nick93, you know, I'm going to get you one of these, man. You want the pose? I got you. I got you. Never too old. Just join Hair Club for Men. I need to, man. I need to. I've been putting sauce on my hairline here, so I think I need to do something or get some peptide shots, man. It's not looking good for me. It's not looking good for me at all. So I definitely need to do something, or I'm gonna be in trouble in the next couple years, you know. Let's see. So let's see. Who would be at Unk University? DSP. Oh my gosh, that'd be crazy, man. Xenoblade Genesis soundtrack is gonna be hype next year. Watch it lose best OST God of War again. TGA's, yeah, it's gonna be, dude. Xenoblade Genesis. I am like so excited for that game. Like, it's hard for me. Whenever I think, man, what's it worth living? I'm thinking, oh wait a minute, there's plenty to live for. Xenoblade Genesis comes out. Xenoblade Genesis is next year, man. It's next year. Oh man, I can't wait. I cannot wait. You're gonna be a streamer for the museum for fossils? Yes. Let's see here. Oh man, it's good stuff. Good stuff though. If your hairline or hair got so bad, would it prevent you from just appearing? Would it prevent you from appearing on camera? Nah, I could just wear a hat. Like, if I ever got to the point where the hairline was so bad that I can't even sauce it up and it looks good, like, then like, yeah, I'm just gonna wear a hat. I'll just shave my hair real low, and I'll just wear a hat, or I'll just shave my head like real low. Like, I won't even put it like this. I'll just shave it real low, like lower than this. You know, just like a fade. What do you think about Generation 2 Pokemon Remaster or remake of Switch, aka Gold and Silver and Crystal? Maybe one of these days, we'll see. I mean, they already remade Red and Blue like multiple times, so I mean, yeah, it's possible that they remake those too. Or just let it go, OJ. I mean, I could, but like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to though. Like, I don't know if I'm ready to do that. I mean, I could let it go. If I let it go, I'll just wear a hat most of the time, right? Because like, your head will be cold, like you're bald, you know. So I'll probably just, if I do let it go, I'll just wear a hat. I'll just wear a hat a lot of. I'll buy way more hats. Like, I'll buy like way more cool hats. Because like, if you're bald, then wearing a hat is like, might as well just wear a hat, you know. Yo, what up? It's Yellow Time. Appreciate you. Shout outs. Welcome to the stream. Yo, thank you for the 2 jewels too. Ultra appreciate that. Also, big love to Deported with the 5. Says, come on, OJ, my man. Please think of your family with little chillins as the reason to leave before Xenoblade Genesis. All right, I can't go before Xeno. I gotta make it to Xenoblade Genesis, man. I gotta make it to Xenoblade Genesis. So yeah, it looks okay, but I gotta sauce it up a little. I gotta spray a little bit of the sauce for it to like really be like good, you know. Like, cause like I said, it's kind of faded. The corners are kind of fading a bit. So yeah. I mean, one good haircut will fix it without sauce, but like I haven't been able to go to the barber yet. So once I go to the barber, he'll trim it to where it'll even it out to where I don't have to use any sauce. But for right now, yeah, I gotta use a little bit of sauce. Gotta use a little bit of sauce. Father of YouTube, let me send my final jewels down. It's been an honor. I appreciate you, Ultra. Appreciate you, brother. My day's going good, man. How's your day going, Yellow Time? All right, I'm off to finish Rebirth. Half of there. All right, take it easy, Varkster. Yeah, get Rebirth done before, you know, the third one's coming out later. So yeah, we need to see the back before passing judgment. No, the back's okay. Everything's good. Everything's good. Thinning a bit here, thinning, you know, but back's okay. Nothing wrong with the back, you know, for the most part. A little thin on top here, a little thin here, but nothing, you know, nothing too crazy. Let's see here. All right, already read that. Shout outs. Yeah, Psychopie, where's your Rebirth at, man? Just got done coding your game. Nice, coding a game. Good stuff. Let's see. You're better off most dudes your age. Yes and no. Depends on like where you live. Some people in different countries have like way better than some people do, but I mean, I am 91 years old, so it's like I think I'm doing okay for 91, you know. Are you gonna do a video on Fortune's Weave when voices or more get revealed? Yeah, I'll have a video on Fortune's Weave probably this weekend, at some point this weekend. Let's see, black don't crack, but damn, does it get ashy and gray? Well, it depends on what skincare that you use. I mean, if you use superior skincare like me, I don't really get too ashy. When I was younger, I used to get ashy as hell because I would buy the cheapest. I mean, my mom would buy me the cheapest skincare. But if you use way better skincare, like I always use like the Shea Moisture, the illuminating body lotion, plus like the Shea Moisture illuminating body wash or like African black soap, that stuff will keep you moisturized. It'll keep you way less ashy. You won't get anywhere near as ashy as you usually get, right? So if you're someone that gets ashy easily or gets, you know, crusty easily, you just got to change up what you're using. More moisture helps. So for me, I don't get as ashy like as I used to, because I used to get like super ashy back in the day. Not anymore. Not anymore. Let's see. Ever see Charles Johnson hairline? He fights in the UFC. Charles Johnson. Nah, I ain't seen it. Is it funny looking? Well, let me take a look. Charles Johnson. Johnson UFC. Well, he's just bald. He's just flat out bald. Yeah, he's just bald. He's just. I mean, yeah, he's got like a cul-de-sac kind of, but like, for the most part, this guy is just bald, you know? So. But yeah, he does like crazy, like he keeps hair at the very back and stuff like that, so. See, Upton Stout of the 49ers, he's young too. Shout out to Upton Stout, he's a great player. The Port with the 5 and says, to be more successful as a journalist, tell your stylist or barber to give you the Jason Schreier. Give you the Jason Schreier? You want to give him the Schreier? Oh man, bro, that'd be great, dude. Give him the Schreier, man. Give him the Schreier. I don't know, bro. We gotta wait and see on that one. I gotta wait and see on that one. Oh man, we're gonna watch this video from Linda Fryer. She talks about how she laid herself off from Microsoft. It's only an 8-minute video though, so so
to the office on a Friday morning. I was thinking about my weekend plans like you do. I walked into the office on a Friday morning. I was thinking about my weekend plans like...
So she's a former, for those who are wondering, she's a former executive at Microsoft. So she's a former big boss executive at Microsoft. And the video title is, I Laid Myself Off, Painful Truths of Gaming Layoffs. So I want to see what she has to say about all these Microsoft layoffs and all that. Deported with the 5. Nick 93 with the dog says, Niners greater than Seahawks, especially with no more Walker. I mean, I don't know, man. They're the defending champs, so the defending champs are always above everybody else until you prove it. So if the Niners beat them then this year, then okay, they're above them. But right now, I still got to give the edge to the Seahawks, but it's all close. I do think right now the Seahawks are the defending champs, so they're at the top, and then everybody else is behind them. But you know, we'll see. We'll see this year. I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to jinx it. Thank you, Nick93. Thank you, Deported. Appreciate you guys.
You do. And 10 minutes later, I found myself in the parking lot with all of my things and no job. No severance, no insurance. Just gone. And if you take that personal experience and you multiply it by the thousands, then you'll start to get a feel for what the human cost is of the recent layoffs at Bungie and Xbox. And that's just for the people that were let go. I've been the one walking out with my boxes, but I've also been the one in the room being asked to make those impossible calls. Today, I want to talk about why this is happening and what it actually looks like from the inside. Because right now, both sides are losing. The layoffs happen, the news cycle's already moving on. But if you were one of the lucky people that retained your job, the reality is just starting to set in. You're facing lunches without friends, extra work as you try to pick up everything that was just dropped, and mass confusion as the whole team tries to figure out who's doing what. And the panic is real because you don't want to be next. Think about it. This is Bungie's third layoff since they were acquired by Sony. And although Xbox announced they were laying off 3,200 people, they only told 1,600 so far. That means everyone is waiting to hear who the other 1,600 will be. That anvil over your head is terrifying. You're dealing with loss and fear all at once. And here's the truth. The rock stars on the team, they're the ones who worry the most. I think that's why they're the rock stars, because they know they could be better. They never take it for granted that they could do better. And so when something like this happens, they're the first people to worry. So that was a huge mistake. And if you find yourself in the unfortunate position of needing to do a layoff, the rule is you need to cut once and cut deep. Otherwise, you create fear and it can paralyze the remaining staff. I know because I've done a layoff and we made this mistake. So let's talk about how it feels for management. Asha, the new head of Xbox, is in a horrible position. She's new to the team and she has to fix the business and fix it fast. I give her credit for being very transparent in her memo. She's admitting that their numbers are awful. She states, "Our business today is not healthy. We are operating at margins that are 3 to 10 times lower than comparable platforms and publishing businesses." Her next step is to figure out who she's letting go. Her choice is to just decide, or to involve some level of the 14 layers of management that have built up over the years at Xbox. You heard that right. That's another part of the story that has come out. In some parts, they had 14 layers of management involved in making a single decision. And if you think about that, that really slows down everything and makes accountability next to impossible.
Insane.
So she has to decide who she trusts in that morass of management to make the cuts, knowing mistakes will be made. So this ends up creating two buckets, managers who know and those who don't. And both are in a tough position. If you're in the bucket of managers that doesn't know, you're likely telling your team that everything's fine because you haven't heard anything. And then you get blindsided. And now everyone assumes on your team that you were lying to them. But in reality, you were just as in the dark as they were. And if you end up staying, everyone now knows that you weren't asked to be a part of the decision-making process. And that makes it look like Asha didn't trust you for that. It's a bad situation for the manager that didn't know. But it actually gets worse. If you're in the bucket that knows, you have to choose. Most start by cutting entire games. Everybody on that team is gone regardless of their ability. The way it used to work at Microsoft is that if you were laid off, you could apply to open positions until your official last day. So management is probably scrambling to point the rock stars at those open positions. But after that, it's a trim across the board. You eliminate positions, and then for each position, you go by performance of the employees. And the truth is that good managers, they know their team. And sometimes these decisions can take weeks to make. And so all that time you're walking around and you're interacting with people that you know will soon no longer be there. They might be talking about the baby on the way or the new house they just bought. It's a soul-crushing experience, and one that I will never forget. In fact, the second time I was asked to do a layoff, I laid myself off. I had done a studio layoff, and we cut deep with the executive promise we wouldn't have to do it again. Well, they changed their minds. They wanted a second round. So I told my boss to add me to the list. I made that choice because I wanted to buy my team more time. I felt like they could turn the studio around. I also wanted to take some accountability for our failure. And I wanted to try to save one more person from being added to that list. And looking at the data, I think Jason Jones might have just done the same thing. Here's what I mean. When Bungie filed their WARN notice, which is a legal requirement to give 60 days notice before a mass layoff, it listed the Chief Vision Officer position on the list of roles being cut. That's Jason Jones.
What is that simple distillation of what Bungie is?
So it looks like even one of the co-founders of Bungie might be a part of this layoff.
They weren't really talking about how much Halo meant to them. They were talking about, and they weren't really talking about how much they meant to each other, but that's what they were doing, is they were sharing those stories of, you know, where they were and what they were doing and how they were feeling. And, you know, that moment, you know, that's like still keeping me going. I mean, that might fuel me for the rest of my life.
I always enjoyed the time I spent with Jason. He was smart, he was funny, and he really had a great spirit. So if he's leaving, that's going to hurt team morale. I understand why the business decisions had to be made, but I have a lot of empathy for the teams. I have empathy for the people who were let go and for the people who remain. But it shouldn't have happened this way. If leadership had done the hard things earlier, things could have been different.
Real quick, man, this is like when Dreamcast guy got laid off from the Spawncast. One day he was on the One day he was on the Spawncast. The next day he started a GoFundMe for new teeth. gosh. Bro, stop.
Pain deferred is pain multiplied. My hope is that it will be better in the future, that everyone learns from this experience. Asha has the right idea. She's focusing on makers, not managers. She's focused on simplifying the business and speeding up decision-making with clear ownership. This creates legibility, and it gives her a clear lens to enforce accountability, to see who her rock stars are, so that she can reward them and hand them more responsibility if it makes sense. If Xbox can execute this plan, well, they will have a solid foundation. They will have a solid foundation built on their best people, the ones that can turn the business around. And I, for one, hope they do.
You know, that's all I want. It's just people sharing memories in an experience that, you know, wouldn't have existed without, you know, you bleeding buckets of blood into the, you know, whatever code or design or something.
Yeah, like, I think that the one thing that I like about Laura, I think her videos are very to the point. They're well done. But I think that basically what she says here, shout outs to JoJo Friday, shout outs to Deported to Summer, I appreciate you, man. But I think the big thing here, like the takeaway from what she said, is that like the amount of layoffs and the amount of cuts, while it's soul crushing to see it, obviously it needed to be done for Microsoft because of how bad Phil Spencer. That's why I said on the Spawncast, and I said it here on the channel, Phil Spencer needs to be arrested. I still feel Phil Spencer needs to be arrested for what he did, or he needs to he needs to do something. Something needs to happen. Phil Spencer needs to be arrested. I think he needs to be somewhat arrested, man. So there's that, you know. There is that. He needs to be arrested, brother. He needs to be, in my opinion. Because I don't know, man. I don't know. It is what it is. Jim Ryan, yes, like Jim Ryan, yeah, but he's already gone. But so is Phil Spencer. Like they're both. So it's like, you know, it's hard to say in terms of things. You know, it's hard to say in terms of things. Nick93 with another one. Let me add these ones up. Shout outs to Deported. Thank you for the support, like always. Shout outs, man. Appreciate Deported with another one. And then Nick93 with another one. With another 3. Appreciate that. Let me go ahead and let me replay that so it reads off the message. Hey you, I want to shake your hand. I want to shake your hand.
Hate to say it, OJ, but I think some of the best devs that made the games we loved growing up are gone and retired. It's been 20 plus years since some of those games launched.
Yeah, I mean, some of them are still making, but I think the problem, it's like a machine, right? Like you can have some of the most important parts of a machine, and like even if you take out one part of a machine, it might still run, but it doesn't run the way that it did run, even though you might have like, you know, a great machine, or you might have like a good thing. And I think that's the problem, is that some of the best games, you know, that we love, a lot of those parts have been removed, have been replaced, have been switched. One of the things that Nintendo does to make it to where it feels like unison, right, is that a lot of the people that have been working on the games have been working on them for a very long time. Like there are some people that are still like on Super Mario Bros. Wonder, right, that worked on the original like Mario Bros. Or like Mario 3. So like people work there for a very long time, and that's not going to last forever, right? Eventually they're going to get old, they're going to retire, you know, pass away, things like that. But I think it's really based on like your studio culture. If you have good culture and if you have a good environment, you can pass down those traits. You can pass down that essence of what it's supposed to be like to make a certain type of game or a certain franchise. But that's only if you have the most like alpha. You have to have, and I mean alpha in a good way, not alpha in a bad way. I mean alpha in like knowledge, you know, reputation, skill, teaching ability. So you have to have the right structure, and you have to have a classroom, or you have to have an environment inducive, inductive of that type of thing. If you're constantly firing people and getting rid of people and having failures and having turmoil and having this and having that, it's not going to be an environment that people want to learn, that people will learn, or people that will get better over the course of generations. So what you're saying, I think, is correct. You are seeing a lot of people who, just obvious, or you're seeing a lot of games that are just being made by people who never really knew the essence of the franchise, and they're going off of like a picture of it, or they're going off of a memory of it, but they weren't there and they were not taught in a certain way, Yo, shout outs to Danny with the JOJO.
Francis, if you are in church and they start to sing, are you singing along or I'll pass?
If you're okay, Fred, if you're in church and if they start to sing, are you singing along or I'll pass? In church, yeah, I'll sing, right? You sing in church, yeah. Absolutely, Danny. Thank you for the 10. Thank you for the JoJo. Yeah, I'll sing. Depends on the song, though. Depends on the song. Like, there's some songs I know really well in church, and there's other songs I don't. So if I don't know it, then I'll just kind of be like, I'll just kind of hum it. Just kind of go with the beat. Yo, thank you for that support. I appreciate it. Let's go. I did see your email. I am gonna respond to everything, 11. So I'll get to it for sure. Just been real busy, man. I actually haven't been responding to lots of stuff, so just been super busy. Your email is buried on top of all the different other emails that people are sending me, so I'm definitely gonna get to it for sure. Let's see here. Yo, Puchado, what's up, man? Welcome. That's why they call brain drain. These veteran devs are leaving or being laid off and taking their knowledge with them. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if they're even doing that on purpose, too. I think it's just something that just happens over the course of time. Just over the course of time, it's something that can just happen. It just does, I don't know if it's like, oh my gosh, like if there's anything that we can do about it at a lot of places, So. Think you're buying Densha Attack? Yo, Densha Attack, it's reviewing really well. It's reviewing really well. So, yeah. While we can give credit to Sharma for being transparent, consumers have to make sure she remains on the hook, because now we want the action for improvement. Yeah, like, I'm not gonna blame her for all of Microsoft's problems or struggles. I do think she's making some mistakes, though, with these cuts. I do think she's making mistakes. I don't think she's I don't think she's actually she's making the right call on all this. I get people are saying, oh, she needs to do this, but I don't think she's making the right call. So yeah. I don't think she's making the right call 100%, But we'll see. We will see ultimately if she is or not, Let's see here. There's no way id Software cuts make sense. Yeah, I agree. There's like no way id Software, that situation is a problem, for sure. That situation's like a big problem, Wait a minute. MBG folded like a chair about the hold up. I didn't see this. I gotta see this. He folded. He said he was done. I gotta see. He MBG folded.
I'm done with PlayStation. Like, I'm not giving them another cent for anything. I don't give a shit about GTA. I don't give a shit about Wolverine. I'm done. I'm a grown-ass man. I don't need anything they're trying to sell. Mach Ninja, you're saying even if Sony put a $10 upcharge on physical, would be better than taking off the menu completely. Do what Nintendo's doing? I mean, I suppose, but I'm just kind of fucking over it right now. I'm fucking over it. Like, I'm tired, man.
2 weeks later.
I'm stuck in this really awkward place where it's like, I don't know which person like, I want to be person number 4. But when I think about everything that goes along with that, especially because I run a fucking YouTube channel for a living that covers PlayStation and gaming, it's like, what the fuck does that even look like? Oh, hey guys, I'm covering gaming today. I don't. It's like, oh, so what did you play? It's like, I don't game. Oh. Yeah, no, I gave up gaming. I don't want to start over on PC, but I don't want to stop gaming either. And that's why I'm like, curse you, PlayStation. Sir Digital Dude says, how's the fight going, MEG? Making progress or still screaming into the void, LOL.
Oh man, yeah, he's folded. He folded. He folded. He folded. He's gonna buy PS6. He's gonna. I mean, I knew he was going to. To be honest, like I was just watching the vids to see when he would fold, but it definitely seems like he's going to fold, right? He's gonna fold, and that's what Sony's counting on. Sony is counting on guys just folding. They're counting on people just folding into the void, right? Shout outs to Hey with the $5 dono. Says Trails First Chapter Deluxe Edition on sale on PSN. Finally, gonna finally buy it. Gonna get that far into it before token beta next week. All right, shout outs, good stuff there. Yeah, it's great. First chapter. Although I will say this, first chapter, I mean, depending on how much you like to play games, that game is a really good game played portably because it's long as heck. So if you want to sit, me personally, like, there's some games I recommend for PS5 more for sure, but Trails in the Sky is definitely a game. If you have a Switch 2, I recommend it on there so you can play it portable because when it's kind of tedious, like with the amount of stuff that you have to like. If you like to complete games a lot, right? It's a long game. It's got a lot of content in there, and it plays great on the Switch 2 portable plus docked. So if you have a Switch 2, and I recommend it on there, but it's great on PS5 as well. But it's one of those games where like there's a lot of dialogue, a lot of text, and just a lot of content, and it's a good portable game too. So yeah, there's that. Let's see here. He thought about his channels and the views and scared. Yeah, basically, he got scared over that's why I'm like, for me, I can say, well, I don't want to support it because, you know why I can do that? Well, I can do that because I cover Nintendo at this point, right? So I cover Nintendo and JRPGs. So I can do it in that sense. Like, I don't have to worry about that. That's why I haven't outright said I'm going to never support it. I want to wait. Now, listen. Right now, I got my Nintendo Switch 2 stuff. We'll see about PS6. But like, right now, I'm not buying any. There's stuff that I've been wanting to buy on PS. There's actually some digital games and stuff that I wanted to buy and I didn't buy it. So, you know, so there's that as well. So, let's see. I'll be fine. I beat P4G. Okay, Persona 4 Golden and PS5 and Metaphor. Okay, yeah. If you beat those on there and there's no problem, then yeah, then you'll be good. But yeah, he thought about the channel and the views. He folded like a cheap plastic chair, bro. So if you run it and like he doesn't want to start over on PC, you know, so that's the thing. Like if you already have a PC library, it's easy for you to just say, okay, I'm out, you know. But if you don't, then obviously it's a little bit different. Oh, and check this out, guys. Did you guys see the Miis? Looking like Timmy Tall boy. Look at the Mii. Look at the legs on the Mii. Look at them legs on that Mii, bruh. Look at them looking like a giraffe. Looking like a giraffe. Looking like a Slender Man. Looking like Pepe Longstocking. Look like Wimbinyama. Oh my gosh. Yo, those Miis, bro, they got them long legs. Long leg. Let's see. I can't wait for me to return to the next Smash game. Listen, it's gonna kick you like Dalsim from Street Fighter, bro. It's gonna do a long leg kick. Long leg kick, bro. Long leg kick. Them Ring Fit lessons went to work, bro. Not even Ring Fit. I think they got their They did that whole thing like where you break your legs and insert some rods and then you become tall like some of those guys be doing. That me looking like me, says Corey. I guess the me's have been Wemby in their order to survive the modern age. Yeah, they gotta be. That's Wemby. We Wemby. What's up, Puchata over there on Twitch? Appreciate you. What's up, Ahmed? Welcome. Just as me looking like Bayonetta's son with the line. Looking like Bayonetta. Oh my gosh, yeah. MBG had to fold, bro. He had to fold. The views. He thought about his channel and he thought about like going back to actual getting like a regular job, and he was just like it was like the Final Fantasy Cloud, whatever. Sephiroth be messing with them, the soldier first. Wait a minute. Wait. I remember what it was like actually having the normal job. Uh-oh, I don't want to go back to that. We ain't doing that, bro. No, we can't do that, bro. We can't do that. Get the normal job? No. I could just make news videos and get 10K views and make money off that. It's way easier, bro. That's way easier. It's way easier. Have you played Power World? I have played Power World. Let's see here. At everyone focused on Radic folding for buying Black Ops. Yeah, Radic. I think Radic got community noted. Oh man, bro, that was crazy. Content creators about to be the first to fold. Oh, if you're a content creator, you're gonna fold. Like I saw, it was so funny because I know like Victor Lucas. He made a video with the happy console nerd or whatever, and he was like, so happy console nerd was like, I don't know if I'm even gonna buy a PS6. What's going on here? He's like, are you gonna buy one? Then Victor Lucas was like, he didn't like, he likes the physical disc, obviously. He was very, very adamant about it. He's like, you gonna buy a PS6? He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy. If you're a content creator, you kind of like have to, you know, like you kind of have to like buy a PS6 because it's like, and like if you're a content creator, you also get review codes, and all the review codes are digital. So it's, but like for me, I like buying physical games. Like I don't get as many PS5 review codes. I mean, I can, but I don't get a lot. So like I like buying physical games. So for me at least, you know, it's a problem that they don't support physical. I'm a grown man and they have nothing to sell me. Clown, don't think once and these PS families will stop buying into Sony. Yeah, I think that the pull is too strong. That's why listen. We need to set. That's why I made that video. We need to send a message. We need to send a message to Nintendo to not get rid of physical games because it's done, man. It's done. It's done. It is done. So yeah, that's what I would say there with that, you know. Yo, shout outs to Shaw X with the double. JoJo boys. And he says, what up, peeps? What up, Shaw X? Hey, we out here tonight. Hey, yo. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah. I pressed the wrong button. That's okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We are going further than beyond, though, too, tonight. Let's go. Shucks with Big 20. Yo, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I'm stockpiling PS5 games right now myself. I'm stockpiling PS5 games. Yep, that's exactly what I'm doing. Exactly what I'm doing. I'm stockpiling them, man, because you know Sony's gonna get rid of them. So all right, we've got another one when it comes to it. The Limit Break Platinum and Ohio. Alright, take it easy, man. Thanks for coming out to the stream, Puchata. Appreciate you. Yo, Dane, thank you for the 2 jewels. Appreciate that. But yeah, it sucks though, man. This whole physical disc thing. I'm interested to see how long it lasts and kind of like where it goes from there, you know, where it goes from here at this point, you know. Definitely interested to see it. So definitely interested to see it, you know. Deported with the 5. Right-wing grifters tried to say Odyssey movie is woke and won't be good. Now that it's universally acclaimed, they got real quiet about it. Yeah, I've seen some of the the stuff because like I follow Smash JT and he's definitely like, you know, in that stratosphere of all that type of stuff. Everything's woke, you know, whatever, blah blah blah. But yeah, I think a lot of them are gonna go see it. Like, they all want to go see it. A lot of them wanted to go. They want to go see it, man. I mean, it looks like it's a pretty good movie. I mean, I'm thinking about going to see it. Maybe I'll go with my wife. Maybe, I'm not sure, but yeah, it looks pretty good. It looks really good. It looks really good. I'm not a movie guy though. I'm not a movie buff. I'm thinking about potentially just buying it like when it comes out on Blu-ray, and just like, you know, and just watch it at home with my own surround sound and all that, and my own surround sound system. As I watched the Superman movie a year after it came out, and I thought that was okay. I mean, obviously this Odyssey movie is probably a lot better than that movie, but I actually like watching movies on my OLED TV and in my room, and like I can get my own snacks and all that, and don't have to worry about movie theater stuff. So I'm not a movie theater guy. I'm really not. So I might wait. I might watch it. We'll see. Definitely go see it in IMAX if you can. Maybe. Like I said, I've skipped so many movies that I thought looked good. So we'll see. Some of those movies are better in theaters though, especially IMAX. Yeah. I don't know. I like my little setup here, man. I like my setup. My OLED TV's nice. I got nice theater lights and all that, like dimmable theater lights. I got a nice surround sound. I've got completely soundproofed room with you know, carbon proof soundproofing here, a little bit of sound. Like it actually, like, and these curtains, these are soundproof / blackout curtains. So I don't know. Like, I get it's way better in IMAX. I get that, but I like the comfort of my own place than in a movie theater. I don't like movie theaters. I get it. IMAX is great. I watched Mario Bros. Movie in IMAX, and I watched both Mario Bros. Movies in IMAX or whatever. But I don't know. I'm not as big of a fan of movie theaters as other people, you know. Yo, thank you, B Queen, with the laughing disco. Appreciate that. Did you ever watch movies like Oppenheimer or Barbie? No, I haven't seen either one of those, but I'm gonna check them out at some point. I'm gonna watch Oppenheimer for sure. But on Twitter, that Mario Kart World is top 3 worst Mario Kart games. Top 3 worst Mario Kart games on Twitter. I didn't see that, but I don't know. I mean, it could be. Who knows? Mario Kart games are all really good, though. Most Mario Kart games are good. So, I mean, if it's a bottom 3 Mario Kart game, that's still a good game. Because, like, all Mario Kart games are good. I mean, you got Mario Kart. I can do my own ranking right now. I'd probably put the top for me is probably like Mario Kart Double Dash. And then I'd probably say after Double Dash, I'd probably say like Mario Kart 8. And then I'd probably say like Mario Kart World after Mario Kart 8. And then I'd probably say like Mario Kart Wii after that. And then probably Mario Kart DS after that. And then probably Mario Kart 64. And then I'd probably put like Mario Kart, I don't know, like Super Nintendo Mario Kart, all that, whatever. And then the GBA Mario Kart at the very bottom. Like, that's the worst one, GBA Mario Kart. So Mario Kart World's one of the, yeah, I'd probably put Mario Kart World in the top 3. I'd probably say if I had to rank it in my order, yeah, I'd probably say Double Dash 8 Deluxe, Double Dash 8 Deluxe, or 8 Deluxe, Double Dash, Mario Kart World. That's probably like my order. Top 3. I don't get the hype for Mario Kart Wii. It's probably a bad take. Mario Kart Wii's, people really like the modding scene and all that with Mario Kart Wii. Mario Kart Wii got exponentially better once people hacked it. So they just picked Funky Kong and a bike, and people just do crazy stuff. So people like it because of all the modding and all the stuff that people did afterwards with it. It was also the first one to have online play, so that was cool. But it was busted. Like the bikes were busted in that game. But it was a fun game though. It was good. The online play was good too for its time. But yeah, I'd definitely put it below Mario Kart World. Would rate Mario Kart at least a 7.9 for sure. 7.9, 7.8. Too much water. Too much water in Mario Kart World. thank you for the 2 deported. I appreciate that. Remember Mario Kart Live Home Circuit stopped working. My mom said she'd send it in, but never happened. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's probably the worst Mario Kart game. Mario Kart Live or Mario Kart the home circuit. It's probably the worst one. My home theater setup has been great. 4K player, game changer, especially for sound. Yeah, it's good stuff, man. I got my Blu-ray. I got my PS5, so. I feel like I got a great OLED TV and surround sound, and prefer it. The Mario movies didn't actually do true IMAX. Odyssey is made for IMAX to get expanded aspect ratio. Oh, okay, cool. Don't you remember the IGN controversy? The Matt Casamassina Double Dash 7. Oh yeah, 7.9 for Double Dash. Okay, yeah, I do remember. Now that you bring it up, yeah, I do remember it. Yeah. Shout out to Bee Queen. Thank you for the laughing discos as well. Let's go. What do you think IGN's worst review? IGN's worst review? I'm not sure. I don't really go through a lot of their reviews, so I'm not sure. Who was Matt? Matt Casamassina is the founder of IGN. He's one of the founders of IGN. Back when it was called N64.com. He used to sleep in like an office in San Francisco while they were up all night programming and putting together what's known as IGN now. But he was a very, very popular before content creators like YouTube and all that. Matt Casamassina was one of the most known gamers, online internet dudes, all that stuff. So yeah, he's one of the first. I would say a trailblazer. I don't know if you call him maybe like a trailblazer for like online entertainment mediums. Gaming. A lot of people knew who he was like 30 years, 25, 30 years ago. Matt Casamassina was a big name. Like everybody knew who he was and like what he did. But now I think he heads Apple's like gaming thingy. Like he just does like Apple game stuff. I mean, he's well paid and he's well off and well paid. But like he does like Apple gaming stuff. I don't know right now at this point. But before he used to work for IGN Nintendo team, and he created IGN. IGN gave Dragon Age Veilguard a 9 out of 10. Okay, that might have been the worst one. Yeah, that might have been it. That might have been it. That might have been it. Let's see here. Sounds familiar. Yeah, he was very popular. A legend. An online legend. I got an LG CX. It's going on 6 years old now, though. But it still works just good. Worse than Mixtape 10 out of 10? Oh, Mixtape 10 out of 10 is pretty bad. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. Oh, thought my sister was calling me, but I guess not. It's a 65 subwoofer in the back quality. Oh, nice. Good stuff, Corey. Wii was the last time a video game console felt like its own thing when it comes to how games ran. I'm not even sure what that means, but okay. I just gave Mario and Luigi Brothership a 5 out of 10. Yeah, that's a pretty low score. That's a pretty bad review. But, I mean, he justified why. He explained why in the review. Mouse PI is 6. Oh, yeah, that was a bad review, too. That was a pretty bad review. For me, it's probably Mario Kart Wii, Double Dash, World, then 8 Deluxe. I think World will be even better with more updates when it's all said and done. Yeah, have a ton of nostalgia. Okay, yeah, Mario Kart Wii. I can see why. Mario Kart Wii is really good. I like Mario Kart Wii. I'd probably put Mario Kart Wii like 4th for me. So it's definitely up there. But yeah, I'd probably say like Double Dash, 8 Deluxe with all the content. But like if Mario Kart World gets a lot of content, then maybe it could go up. But yeah, I'd probably put it at number 3 for me. But yeah, it's definitely not it's not top. It's not bottom 3. No, like it's not like as bad as like the original Super Nintendo one. Like if you go back and play that game, I mean Mario Kart World destroys that game. Or like even like the Super Circuit on the GBA. I mean obviously Mario Kart World's way better than Super Circuit on the GBA. Or even the Mario Kart 64. I mean go back and play these games. Like I mean come on, you know. There ain't no way Mario Kart World's worse than like in the bottom with those 3 games. Like it's just not. It's got way more content than those games too. So it's like you can't even talk about like content wise. It's got way more content than those games as well. So yeah. Yeah, I mean I can understand maybe if you put like in the middle of the pack, like maybe you put it around like Mario Kart 7 or like Mario Kart DS. Like I get that, but I don't think I think Mario Kart World's way better than those games. Like Mario Kart like 7 and Mario Kart DS. I mean I played the heck out of those games and I don't think Mario Kart. I think Mario Kart World's better than them. So to me, I'd have it in the upper echelon of Mario Kart games, but that's just me. Super Christian Move with the $5 dono. And he says, OJ, did you see my response to that guy on Twitter responding to the 13-year-old post? People got to be hella sensitive over stupid stuff. Yeah, I did see your response on that. Shout outs, man. I appreciate you, Super Christian Me World. I did see that. And yeah, that guy was upset that I responded to a 13-year-old post. And I made a joke. It was literally a joke. I wasn't even serious. I did see that, though. Thank you. Mario Kart World versus 8 Deluxe. Interesting because Deluxe currently has 96 tracks. And has all the quality of life updates. Not fair in my opinion. Yeah, and that's why I'm saying I'm as it is right now. And then that can change. My ranking can definitely change, you know, as Mario Kart World gets more content and stuff like that, you know. So I do think that's the thing. Says IGN worst take was the Colin guy saying that Vita will kill the 3DS. Yeah, that was a pretty bad take, but to his credit, he said, "Hey, look, that was a bad take." You know, he's definitely the fact that people still remember that though, man. Like it's been like what 15 years since that take. I don't think is he ever gonna live that take down, you know? So sometimes when I boot up 8 Deluxe, I'm not used to the DLC. I was used to it not having the DLC for so long. Maybe you should boot up something else, Nimar. Boot up some other game. Boot up some Xenoblade or something else. Which other games do you think should prioritize Chrono Trigger, Xenogears, or Xenosaga? Chrono Trigger, more than anything. That needs to be prioritized first. If they can. Stop just playing Mario and Odyssey. Play something else. Expand your horizons. And I don't mean Animal Crossing. Remember when the tracks from a tour was criticized coming at 8 good times? Yeah, I do remember. People didn't like it. I want to get Ice Cream Maker. Okay, you're talking about something else. So, I'm not sure what that's going on there. Shout out to Bravely Default. Great music, by the way. But yeah, if they can do Chrono Trigger more than anything. That's like the #1 thing that they need to get done, in my opinion. What does Nimar actually play? Mario Odyssey and Mario Kart World. Or, sorry, Mario Kart 8. That's all he plays. Mario Odyssey and Mario 8. Yeah, Mario Odyssey and Mario Kart 8. That's all he plays. And he really probably doesn't play a lot of games. He just watches YouTube videos and like watches Asian women and eats Chipotle. That seems to be what he likes to do, which is fine. Everybody has their own life, you know. So basically Mario. He plays Mario. He's Nintendo Land. I think he's the alternate Nintendo Land. You know? I don't watch Asian women, but I do play non-Mario games on NSO, and the ones I do have, yeah, you do, Ninmar. Stop lying, Ninmar. Stop lying. It's okay, man. Everybody likes what they like. It's all good, dude. I'm not hating on you. Asian women are very beautiful, so it's okay. It's okay if you do, because nobody had that in their algorithm. Nimbar. Nobody had that in their algorithm. You're the only person that had that in their algorithm. You were the only person. Nobody else had the algorithm of showing, trying to tell me you have to date Asian women. Nobody else had that in their algorithm but you. So that means you know how algorithms work, right? You're the only person I know that had that in their algorithm. The only person ever that I know. So we know what you were looking at. Nah, it wasn't the first thing that came to mind. That's what pops up on your timeline, brother. That's what pops up on your timeline. So we know what you're looking at. Yeah, you have a type and it's okay, Ninmar. You have a type and it's okay. It's fine. You know? It says clarifying doesn't it just gets worse and worse as he tries to clarify, you know? It just keeps getting worse. Oh man, it's great. It just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. Shout outs to Nimar. Make sure you hit that like button, though. If you have not hit that like button, make sure you hit that like button, guys. I appreciate it. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go check on one thing. I'll be right back, okay, guys? Enjoy the Stand Your Ground music. Actually, this is going to get me copyrighted. Never mind. Enjoy the Street Fighter Ken's theme. All right, I'll be right back. All right, we back. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. The nice little break. Just had to stretch my legs a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and get back into it. Nimar, man. So Nimar says, I just said that. Yeah, you're trying to cap Nimar. It's all good, man. Let's see here. Comes back with a copy of Nen Impact LE, the limited edition of Nen Impact on JoJo Friday. That would be ultimate. That'd be like the ultimate thing to do. Yo, Carlos, thank you for the subscription, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. Thank you, Carlos, for the subscription. Appreciate you, my man. Oh, why did I exit out of that? Hold up. Okay, here we go. Got the music going. All right, so we got Q&A, guys. If you guys have questions, I've got answers. You can tag me at PlayerEssence, hashtag PlayerEssence by itself. More than happy to answer all of your awesome, incredible questions. Let's go. Shout outs, guys. Appreciate y'all. Let's do it. Fleet Baby saying just wild stuff in the chat. My Odyssey is awesome. Gimme gear? What is a gimme gear? Street. Oh my gosh, yeah. Street. The street finger. Ultimate typo right there, man. Ultimate typo. When it comes to that, ultimate typo. It's not that good of a point where you only play Mario Odyssey and nothing else. Oh, okay, I see what you're trying to say. Yeah. Well, I mean, Ninmar, you gotta remember, Ninmar, he's not really good at video games. He's like actually pretty bad at video games. Like he gives up on a lot of stuff, and he has NSO, so he tests out games on NSO. He's usually bad, loses, and like I said, he eats Chipotle and just likes to hang out. He's not like a hardcore game. Like he is a core gamer and like he's interested in games, but like he's interested in more in the culture of gaming, not necessarily playing games and being good at games. So it's like a little bit of a different thing. And he doesn't have a Switch 2 as well, so he doesn't get as many games as we get. But even like Switch 1 has a lot of games, right? But Nimar is just, he's an interesting guy, you know? He's an interesting fellow. You know? I played Smash Ultimate World of Light and 100%ed it 3 times. Really? You 100%ed World of Light 3 times? Why did you do it 3 times? Like, why would you 100% the game 3 times? Why? What up, Matt Jazz? If you guys have questions too, you can tag me at PlayerEssence, #PlayerEssence by itself. More than happy to answer questions too, if you guys have them. And I'll also be looking up some like gaming news for you guys too, if anything new pops up. So, yeah, man. Question: how long have you gone through without touching a console? Touching a console? Well, touching a console? Oh no, man. I gotta read this comment here. There's a guy on Twitter named Baztech, and I guess he's talking about Power World, and he's actually said something negative. And you know you can't say anything negative about Power World online. Can't say anything negative about Power World. And he says no evolution, extremely basic monster catching mechanic, generic art clone, generic battle system. But it's Pokemon with guns. Isn't that cool? Literally, what every bleeping itch is pal-ish scratching to you. What bleeping itch is pal bleep scratching for you? Even graphically, Power World looks like dog-ish. You can't say that on Twitter. You can't say that on Twitter, man. If you say that on Twitter, people get real upset. You start mentioning stuff like that, bro. People get real upset. You start mentioning stuff like that. So, I mean, that's kind of my impressions of Power World, to be honest. That's kind of no evolution, like generic type of gameplay. Graphics are okay, but it's just kind of more shiny more than anything, you know. But yeah, you're not allowed to say that. If you say that, I mean, you can say that about Pokemon. You can bash Pokemon. You can say that, but if you say that about Power World, if you give your opinion about Power World, you'll have, oh my God, you can't do that. You're not allowed. Everyone will like your post. If you say Pokemon's the worst thing ever, the worst gameplay ever, everyone will like your post, think it's the greatest thing ever. But if you actually just be honest about Power World and like what it is, people will get so mad. It's like, wait a minute, no, but you can fight a fake Kyogre in the game, you know? You can't disrespect Power World, bro. You can't. You can't at all. You can't. If you do, you're gonna have people. And like what I saw, somebody was like, they basically put like the Nintendo fanboy, like the fat Nintendo, like stop defending multi-billion-dollar company or multi-million-dollar company. But it's like Power World's also a multi-million-dollar company that has investments in dealings with Tencent and Sony. So they've got multi-billion-dollar companies backing them, and they've got a ton of money flowing through them, right? They've got a lot of money. So, I mean, yeah, they don't have as much money as, you know, maybe Nintendo or Game Freak, but Pocket Pair is not a small company anymore. They're a multi-million-dollar company with a lot of money backing them down at this point. So, it's just funny. Who cares? Power is better than Pokemon when it comes to everything, period, according to PC Schizzos. Yeah, according to them. According to them. So. So, according to them, but. So, you're not allowed to give that take, man. Not allowed to give that take. Not allowed to say that. Otherwise, you're in trouble. Yo, thank you for the 98 jewels. Appreciate that, General Zamora. Argentina. Let's go. Appreciate that. How many years was it in early access? I think about 2 years. About 2 years in early access. He's gonna wake up with Power World Defenders. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, he's already. I mean, they're already trying to kill him in the chat. So, or in the comment section. So yeah. The funniest thing that I saw though was this guy right here. This guy was hating on the Switch too. This former Xbox guy, Mike. I made a video on it. Mike Ybarra. He was like, "Oh, Switch 2, it's a muted launch. Nobody cares. This system's dead. Blah blah blah." And then of course he goes out and buys one. A year later, he goes, "It's like, uh-oh, price increase. Let me go ahead and get that." I mean, he's rich anyway, so it doesn't matter. But, Renzi, Mike says, Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, 95 hours on Nintendo of America Switch 2 for full completion minus a couple shrines. Runs fantastic on the device. Truly an amazing experience by a fantastic team at Nintendo. Can't wait for Ocarina of Time on Switch 2 soon. Need to get my Triforce tattoos. This guy was mad hating on Switch 2 before. That's how it always works out that way, man. It always works out that way. You hate on it, you say that it's not good, you see something that you think, you give it a chance, and it's like, oh, it's pretty good, you know? I think, like I said, but I do think people are allowed to change their mind, though, right? People are allowed to change their mind. People are allowed to, you know, people are allowed to disagree. People are allowed to change their mind. I just thought that it was, like I said, I just thought it was crazy. Like, he was talking way too crazy. Tears of the Kingdom has been available since the launch, too. I will just put that out there, that Tears of the Kingdom Switch 2 Edition has been available since launch. So, I mean, like, if that's what he was excited for, I mean, you know, like, it's been there since launch. You know, it's been there since launch. So, I will say that. I will say that. You know, so. I will say that, man. So there was that. What does Power World do better than Pokemon to justify being such a blatant ripoff? Well, I'm not sure if it's such a blatant ripoff. I mean, there are some things that I feel that it resembles it closely. But to be honest, the only thing that really resembles it is like some of the designs of the pals and how it's a monster tamer game. So it's like you can have like 6 in your party and you can switch out between them. But outside of kind of similarly resembling Pokemon and obviously some of the elements that the Pokemon can do, or sorry, the pals can do, the gameplay wise it's completely different because you have your own player controlled character and that character can fight yourself. Like the character fights, so you can shoot with your gun, you can hit with the melee weapon, and like it's a resource management. It's kind of like Arc, you know, it's kind of like Arc. It doesn't really play like Pokemon at all, you know. So the comparisons between the two are simply because one of the lawsuit and two, I don't know, like it's just because of the some of the structure. It used to be more like it, like you had Pokeballs, which they called spears. They had the gliders, you know, they had some stuff that was similar to Pokemon, but nothing gameplay wise is very different. Like I said, it is a resource management. It's like you can build a base, you need to collect things, you need to craft all your items and all that. So it's kind of more like Arc. It's kind of like Monster Hunter, like you fight, you know, the monsters and like they have the big health bars, you know, and like you fight them. It's an action RPG. It's not turn-based. So, you know, it's very different. Even from like an action RPG like Pokemon Legends ZA. Pokemon Legends ZA plays very different. Not really similar. So, a lot of the people that are arguing over Power World and Pokemon, they're pretty different games, but it's because of the lawsuit, you know. That's part, and like the aesthetic design of Power World, how it looks at times. So, So I think that's it. I think that's part of it, at least, you know? So that's part of it. So we'll see, though. We'll see, man. I don't know. People are just weird, man. So you see Lies of P Switch 2 trailer looks nice. They captured on Switch 2 at 60 FPS. Lies of P new Switch 2 trailer. I didn't see the new Switch 2 trailer. I covered Lies of P today, but I didn't see the new one. Lies of P. Yeah, I did cover that the 60 FPS. But that's good. I thought it was gonna run at 30. I didn't know there was a new one. Let me check out the new one. 1 month ago, 12 hours ago. Okay, yeah, Lies of P Complete Edition. Step into what remains. Wait, hold up. But is that a Switch 2 trailer itself? Is it just the Complete Edition trailer? So is that for the actual Switch 2? Or is that for like... Oh, no, it is for the Switch 2. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It is the actual Switch 2 trailer. All right, we'll check it out. Give me a second. I don't like Souls games. I'm going to try it out, though. I'm going to try it out. Super Sanic. Yo, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Captured on Switch 2, 60 FPS. Says it right there. Yeah, that's good, man. They got Lies of P running at 60 FPS on Switch 2. See? That's why I wasn't like, you know, real quick before we get into it. That's why I was like, bro, what's going on with Tales of Arise? What's going on with what's that other game? Endless Ragnarok. Right? What's going on with Grand Blue Endless Ragnarok? I get it that there's more people on screen, but still, man, like, you gotta try to at least get a 40 FPS. You gotta try to get a performance mode on there. Especially if a game is on PS4, there's no excuse, in my opinion, there's no excuse to have a PS4 game and not have a performance mode on, like, at 60 FPS. Like, there's no excuse. It's just lazy. If a game is on PS4 at 30 FPS, there is no excuse to not have a 60 FPS or 40 FPS mode on Switch 2. Switch 2 got a better CPU. It got better GPU. It got DLSS. It got way better resources. It got more RAM. It got everything. It's better. So there's no reason, in my opinion.
I wanted you to grow up in a peaceful world.
Everyone in Krot is just trying to survive. That's why I woke you up.
It looks nice.
If you can't save Krot, no one can.
Pinocchio saved the world.
The next evolution is coming. A world of truth, not lies.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
I have to kill you to stop it all. There's no other way.
What we got? 1080p, 60 FPS. Yeah. Yeah, it looks great. This is one of the games I covered that was leaked. So, yeah, it's coming out soon, August 4th. Complete edition. You get all the DLC and everything. Get a 60 FPS mode. So that's going to be in about a little bit over 2 weeks. Yeah, August 6th. Sorry. So that's going to be August 6th. So that's going to be, yeah, about 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2.5 weeks. 2.5 weeks. August 6th. Yeah, I've heard, hey, that's what I said in my video today. I was like, I've heard that this game, even if you're not a Souls fan, this game is way more manageable if you don't like Souls. I'm just gonna put, this looks great. This looks great and full on cart. And full on cart too. So that's awesome, man. I love to see it. I love to see developers really try, like really put together these full-on cart physicals. I might want to make another video like about Lies of P just by itself. So yeah, very cool, very cool. Shout out to everybody watching the new video today too. The new video is doing really good, starting to pick up steam. So you guys have been great with the vids lately. We've been hitting 10K plus on a lot of the videos. And like I said, me and my man Dior, we've got a plan. So if you like PlayerEssence and if you like my streams, don't worry. We've got a plan for you guys. Get ready for all the socials, guys. Get ready. Like I said, I don't got anything to announce right now, but it should be coming soon. But get ready for all the socials. Get ready. Instagram, TikTok, you know, everywhere. We're gonna be going out there. We're gonna be going out there. So we got plans to expand. So if you're enjoying it now, you're gonna enjoy it even more later. So yeah, man. PlayerEssence the movie, dude. I'm gonna go to Area 51 and dig up ET cartridges. Dun 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 dun. He's gonna take you back to the past, but this time in Africa, and I'll make it last. We'll watch Lion King and play video games. Oh man, deep cut, super deep cut. We also have a new trailer for Final Fantasy 14 Online, so we can check that out too. Any other new gameplay Switch 2 trailers and stuff that came out, guys? We'll watch it. Super Christian Miro with the $5 dono says, OJ, did you see my response on the guy on Twitter? Yeah, I said that I saw your response. Super Christian Miro. Yeah, I saw your response. I said it was funny. He got sensitive over me making a joke about it. So yeah, I did see that. I did respond to you first time. You didn't have to donate for me to respond to that, but I did say that I saw it. So yeah, awesome stuff. Have you seen Pikmin? They literally have characters from other games ripped from Pokemon designs. I did see that. But yeah, that game looks like a complete ripoff. Games are starting to hit in August, man. Games are starting to hit. Games are starting to hit. A lot of third-party games in August. Yeah, I think that's why Nintendo decided to put Xenoblade and Splatoon Raiders in the same month. I think they cleared August, so that's like third-party, because you got Lies of P, you've got Metal Gear Solid, and you've got Final Fantasy 14 all coming out in August. So I think that was very intentional to kind of clear. I mean, they could have put, you know, even like, what was it, in July? Didn't they have didn't they have Rhythm Heaven earlier this month? Yeah, they had Rhythm Heaven. And so that we had 3 games this month. We had Rhythm Heaven, we have Splatoon Raiders and Xenoblade all just in July. So I think they loaded up July with first party games and gave third parties August. So I might make a video on that. Like that's pretty cool. You gonna try out Final Fantasy 14 Online? I mean, I might. I'm not sure if I am 100%. I gotta see where I am like with like Lies of P and some of the other stuff. But yeah, I might check it out. Can people with Switch 2 get a second Switch 2 on your giveaway? Yeah, of course. You can still, if you already have a Switch 2, you can win another Switch 2. It's not locked out to people who don't have one, because like there's no way that I can prove that people don't have one. You can just lie and say, oh, I don't have one, right? So it's just random, you know. It'll just be random. So should be good though. It's gonna be fun. Let's see here. Third parties, Nintendo Land and the Muppet are seething right now. Oh yeah, third parties makes them seethe. You know, if it ain't Mario. You know, if it ain't Mario. If it ain't Mario, it ain't good, bro. If it ain't Mario, it ain't good. So there's also that. Have you seen Yeah, I think I already answered that whole Pikmin thing. Yes, I saw Pikmin, and it looks like a ripoff. Yeah, I think I answered that question. I want to watch this video too. Doc Trey has a new video. Make sure you guys check out Doc Trey. He talks about Ocarina of Time remake, and the Dust Bloods listed at $70. I think that was the GameStop thing, or was it the GameStop thing? I'm not sure if he's talking about that or not. But you guys all go subscribe to Doc Trey 81. He's an awesome content creator. You guys go subscribe to him. So.
Make the best games, and you know this, bro. It's the truth. You don't like it?
No, you're good, Micah.
So literally 1 second away from pressing upload on my video, I go on Twitter and I see that Nate the Hate has posted a response.
Bro, he's had the same intro for like literally like almost 2 decades. Like he's had that same duck like he's had that same intro for like definitely like a decade, maybe more. Like it's this whole video, his whole style is like from Crumbside from like 2010, like Wii U, like 2012, like Wii U. It's a throwback and I love it. It's a throwback and I love it. Doc Trey is not modernizing for the times. He is not listening. He's not modernizing his thumbnails. He's not taking any help. I said, hey, I'll do your thumbnails for free. No. Hey, how about you collaborate with me? You want to come on my stream? We'll tell people more about your channel. No. Hey, you want to just work together on a video? Like maybe later you can just upload it. I'll upload it on my channel. No. Like, he refuses to do anything to get even just a little bit bigger. Like, it's all good. I love Doc Trey. He's awesome, man. But it's just funny. It's just really funny.
About this Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake rumor or leak supposedly from GameStop about the game being going up for pre-order on August 4th, which that part we knew that probably wasn't true because it says release date August 4th, but also that Zelda Ocarina of Time remake would only be $60. Now, Nate points out that this is not a listing when you search for Google. For whatever reason, it brings up Beast of Reincarnation, which just happens to come out on August 4th. It says, no, GameStop didn't leak the pre-order date nor the price for Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake. For whatever reason, Google is pulling the release date and pricing information for Beast of Reincarnation, which releases on August 4th, and standard edition retails for $59.99. And I literally just finished this video. And of course he posts this. Yeah, so it seemed like my video was ruined. But that's until I actually found something else. So, doing a little more Googling and a little more research, I actually found what I think is the first US retailer pre-order listing for the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake with an actual price point for both Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time and also for the Dust Bloods. So, the store called Play It Games, Movies, and Music. It's actually, I guess, a local video game store in Ohio. They only have 4 locations.
It's got the walls.
They list Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake at $69.99, which is honestly the price I thought it was going to be in the first place. But yeah, they list the game at $69.99. Unfortunately, there is no way to have this game shipped to you. It says this title is pickup only, releases in 2026, pre-order, and I guess they also, if you're a first-time buyer there, you get an extra 10% off. So if you live in Ohio, you can order this game for $69.99 and get an extra 10% off. Right. So they also have pre-orders for other upcoming games. And one of the other games that they list there is the Dust Bloods. So the Dust Bloods, they have listed also at $69.99. So it's come out in this year in 2026. $69.99. So it looks like both the Dustbloods and Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Remake will both be $70 titles, at least according to this listing. And I guess this is the first listing in the US to list pre-orders for these games with an actual price attached. This could be this retailer just guessing, or maybe this is the actual pricing, which I think it will end up being. I mean, we already saw that Elden Ring with the DLC on the Switch 2 is $80, but it's because they don't even give you the option. They just combine it with all the DLC, and that same version of the game is also $80 on everything else. But people were worried that meant that maybe the Dustbloods was going to be $80, but it looks like, at least according to this listing, that's not going to be the case. But I guess we should find out soon about the Dustbloods, because that online beta is coming soon, and I'm sure that the pricing should be coming somewhat soon after. But yeah, according to this listing that I found here, this pre-order page, both the Dustbloods and Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Remake will both be $69.99. So let me know what you guys think in the comments section.
I don't know what that's his thing. That's not mine. When it comes to that. So yeah, I figured the whole, because like the reason why the whole pricing thing was a thing, because I guess there was one listing that said it was 60. So people were like, oh, since it's 60, that means that it's like Star Fox, the graphics, I'm just like, oh my goodness, guys. One, that they don't know the price. Two, we need to wait and see. Three, this could still be wrong. Even what Doc Trey said here could still be wrong. It could be an $80 game with a $70 digital edition. We gotta wait and see. We gotta wait for Nintendo to actually talk about it, you know. So I think that's the big thing here, is like waiting and just seeing. That's why I didn't jump on the whole article at first, like with the whole, because like it didn't seem like it was real. So I will do maybe an update video on that with Ocarina. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know. I haven't thought about it yet, or I haven't really completely thought about it. I do think we'll probably see more of Ocarina in September. I'm gonna go September, not August. I'm gonna go September, because September, I think that's third party. Because there's like multiple heavy hitting third party games coming out in August. I think September they're gonna maybe have a direct or 40th anniversary, and they're gonna talk about it a lot more then. Yep, that's what I think. So, that's just my personal opinion. I could, like I said, I could be wrong, but I think I'm gonna be right on that one. I think I'm gonna be right on that. All right, let me, if I can get my music back here. All right, here we go. $70, oh my god, the game is gonna have god-awful graphics. Oh my god! Oh my god! Well, they're saying it because it was 60. Or they were saying, oh, it's just gonna be the one-to-one, there's not gonna be anything else because like Star Fox. It's just like, oh my god, that's not a real price, and it's not a real listing. We don't know. Like I said, we gotta wait for Nintendo to actually officially say something. Do you think you can try to make a video before tomorrow? I can try. I don't know if I'll be able to make another video today, though, guys. I'll be honest. I'll try, though. Like, I'll finish this stream here. I'll try. Maybe I'll make a video tonight. Then I could do one early in the morning, but we'll see. If I knew my internet was going to go out, and if I knew my wife needed as much help as she needed today, I would have made a video. I would have made a video last night and probably made one last night and just released it last night. But I didn't know. So, we'll see. Hope they have a special edition Zelda controller. I think they're going to have a system and a controller. I think they're going to have a special edition, like, collector's edition, like, box with the game and, like, items. I think they're going to have a special edition Switch 2 I think they're gonna have a special edition controller. I think they're gonna milk. They're gonna have special edition Joy-Cons. I think they're gonna milk this one. They're gonna milk Ocarina of Time for everything it's got. I think so. It says, watch Ocarina of Time. Watch Ocarina still be one-to-one remake. I mean, Nintendo remakes are usually one-to-one, so I'm still hopefully retail is insanely scary, bro. Yes and no. Nintendo remakes are usually one-to-one. I mean, if you're talking about a remake or a remaster, sometimes they add a bunch of different things. So it's also based on your definition of what's one-to-one. What is a one-to-one remake? I don't think anybody's expecting a reimagining. They're not gonna reimagine it like freaking Final Fantasy VII Remake. Like, they're not gonna do that. So yeah, Nintendo usually makes stuff that's similar. Like, if they're remaking a game, it's going to be a remake of that game. They're not going to completely upend the tea table and make something different. But people's definition of what a one-to-one remake is also, some people think that it's the same exact thing with no changes whatsoever, with 0 changes, and it's just going to be a play and look exactly the same thing. Some people think, no, one-to-one is, it's the same basic game, but then also has additions and adjustments to it. So you also have to factor that in, you know? I doubt it's going to be a completely different game, though, than like the... No, it's going to be... It's Ocarina of Time Remake. That's what people want. People want Ocarina of Time. They don't want a different game that's not Ocarina of Time dressed up as Ocarina of Time. Nobody wants that for an Ocarina of Time remake, you know? They'll milk my entire wallet. Yes. I'm gonna get the stuff. I gotta get it. I gotta get it. You know? So I think you could be right. I'm hoping August because I want to see it sooner. But Nintendo likes to wait till games are closer to launch. Yeah, I'm thinking it's gonna be September because like September's usually when they have their direct, so I think that'd be a good time to show it off because they have a direct in September. Like if they have their normal September direct, then it'll be in September. You know. So play some games in the meantime. Actually play some games. I just know if they do a Majora's Mask one using the same visuals, I'll lose it. I like Ocarina of Time more than Majora's Mask, but I know a lot of people like Majora's Mask. I mean, they probably will at some point. You think you could title your Monday streams Monday Monado streams Monado Mondays? No, I'm not gonna title my Monday streams Monado. Why would I do that, Nimar? It doesn't make any sense. Unless we're talking about Xenoblade the whole time, why would I do that? And I want you to answer the question, why would I do that if we're not even talking about Xenoblade the whole time? Like, why would I do that? I mean, there's Paper Mario 1000 Year Door. I think that's one-to-one with better graphics, 60, so that makes sense to keep Ocarina price, keeping the soul of the game alive, but speculation. Okay. But then there's also other games that aren't that they've done. So, I mean, like, what's your definition of one-to-one? That's what I'm saying. Like, what's your definition? If they add a bunch of content to the game or change up different designs or add new levels, because they've done that to remakes, too, where they add in a bunch of stuff, too. So, are you saying that they're not going to add anything else? Because Nintendo's definitely made remakes where they add in new levels, where they update the design of the gameplay, or they've done that many times in the past, where they've added in like new stuff. So I need to know what your definition of one-to-one is, because it seems like you're saying it's the exact same thing but nothing else added in, right? But Nintendo's also done stuff like, for example, Link's Awakening, where they've added a ton of stuff, or even like Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD or Twilight Princess HD, like where they add a ton of different things to the actual game. So, well, we don't be talking about JoJo's, but JoJo pops up all the time, and it's built into the notifications, though. It's built into it. So that's because it's a meme. JoJo Friday's a meme. There is no Monado Monday meme. You see that Link VA posted Majora's Mask citation on his IMDb page. We should never use IMDb for anything that can be edited by anybody. So never use that as any type of source for anything. Yeah, you got Zero Mission. Zero Mission was a remake of the original Metroid game, and that added a bunch of quality of life stuff and added a whole segment, like extra end game segment as well. So it's like, if you want to start talking about like remakes and what they've added and what they do or not, and like Paper Mario, that's just one, but there's a ton of games where they've added a bunch of stuff to the remakes. So could see it being like Resident Evil 1 remake where it's expanded but still close to the original source material. That's how Nintendo usually makes a lot of their remakes. It's the same game, but they add stuff to it. Usually. Grind Time Monday. I mean, I guess. The funny thing is that I saw the official Netflix account said JoJo Friday. They're like, oh, it's JoJo Friday. And I'm like, are you serious? Like the official Netflix for like JoJo, they're doing JoJo Friday as well, which is crazy. Because I did it well before they did. So like they definitely took it from me. Well, no, they didn't take it from me. They probably don't even know who I am, but still. No, no, Ninmar. I need you to say that. I need you to say why. Why? I don't know. It just came. Stop saying the first thing that comes to your mind, okay, Ninmar? How about that? Let me give you some word of advice for your life. And stop saying the first thing that comes to your mind. If there's nothing that's on your mind, just enjoy the stream and watch it. If you have something that you actually want to say, but stop saying the first thing that comes to your mind. Stop. Trust me, it's not a good trait to have. And if you ever get married, it's even the worst trait to have. You're going to drive your wife insane, or your boyfriend insane, or they or them insane. Whatever you're into, you're going to drive them insane by doing that. So stop saying the first thing that comes to your mind. Trust me, I don't. There's a lot of times I don't. So stop. I don't know if you ever had somebody tell you this, but stop saying the first thing that comes to your mind. I think you need somebody to let you know that you need to have a little bit of a filter, okay? Like, you're going to drive them nuts. You're legitimately going to drive them nuts if you start doing stuff like that. They're remastered deluxe, remasters, deluxe, remakes, and then reimagines. They are remastered deluxe, remasters, remakes, deluxe, remakes, and then reimagine. I don't know if it's just like that. Currently engaged, so I always up for marriage advice. Otherwise, the dad jokes do get to. I don't mind Nimar talking. Nimar, you can talk, but don't just. I'm gonna say the first thing that comes to my mind on the stream. Like, don't do that. Like, just trust me. You don't need to do it. If you got something more philosophical, or if you got something like a question like that's actually like, hey, you know, we're talking about this, and you want to ask a question on that, that's fine. But don't just say the first thing, like random thing that comes to your mind. You're too old for that. You know, you're too old. You're too old for that. George C, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that. Let's go. Wonder if Japanese companies like Falcom will rush their Japanese versions of new games ahead of schedule to make sure that they get physical copies before 2028 deadline. It might affect some things, yeah, but I don't think they're gonna rush them out. I think that I don't know what they're gonna do, to be honest. I'm not sure. Oh my gosh. I don't think Nintendo's gonna charge $60. There is no potential. We don't know. There is no potential charge for it being 60 or not. We don't know. We gotta wait and see. Honestly, we really gotta wait and see. But there is no potential charge or anything like that. You know, we don't know. There's no information that's ever been released that it's going to be 60 or anything like that. So I highly recommend waiting and seeing instead of saying, oh, it's a potential and trying to build off of that. There's nothing. There's no information that it was going to be that. No information. But all right, guys, we are going to wrap it up here. I do appreciate it. If you guys haven't seen my video today, please check out my most recent video. I think it was a banger. I thought it was pretty good, at least. I thought it was a banger, at least, you know. So thank you guys so much for watching. Seriously, thank you guys for being awesome. Like I said, if you haven't seen my video, check it out. If I can freaking pull up my... If I can actually pull this up, my YouTube is being lame. So I'm just going to go to my YouTube over here on here. The potential outrage high. Yes, the potential outrage can be really high. So I want you guys to just say, hey, look, let's just wait for them to actually announce things instead of saying it can be this or it can be that. We don't know. We don't know. All right. Thanks for coming out to today's stream, guys. I appreciate it. Appreciate you guys coming through. Just trust me. If you do a wait and see, I'm not trying to kibosh you guys' ideas and all that, Desmond. Definitely not. But trust me, you'll feel a lot better if you point to the wait and see thing. You know what I'm saying? You'll feel a lot better if you do that. You'll feel a lot better. But check out my most recent video, guys. Watch the vid. I'm gonna link it before you guys go. You guys are all saying peace. Before you guys go, check out my video. You guys click on that video before you guys go, or use that video to get out of here. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for being awesome. JoJo Fighter was awesome. Went further than beyond. Appreciate you guys. Watch the vids. Hit the like button on this one. Watch my new vid. It's right there, linked 3 times in the chat. Thank you to everybody that supported today, and we will see you for tomorrow. We're gonna have an early stream tomorrow, probably in the morning, so look out for that. All right, guys. I'll try to see if I can get another video for you done later tonight, and then we'll probably see if we can have another video and then stream in the morning. Okay, guys. Love y'all. Go watch the vid. Bye.